Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Don't Make Us Bored, Brossentia and Corndan's variety show. What kind of variety? Well, just take a look at the screen and you will see we've got Darkman for NES, RefleX for PC, Bulk Slash on Saturn, and It's Our Revolution also for PC.
It's a lot of variety.
Yeah. We're starting off with huge mistakes, and
we're going to end with huge mistakes.
That sounds about right, yeah. And in the middle, we'll have stuff that's probably a little bit less mistaken.
Also a huge mistake.
Oh, no. Really?
I mean, probably.
That's okay. You know, people who come and join this show bring the good, bring the bad, bring the unbelievable. We have had... This is the first time that we've been having a race, actually.
Yeah. It only took us, 38 weeks? 40 weeks, whatever it is?
We're on week 39. Oh, you were just dancing right around the number.
I was.
And actually, it might be week 38 because I think I skipped a week and never fixed the number.
Well, you know.
Whatever. Yeah.
It's week 40 in our hearts.
No, 39. It's week 39 in my heart.
Well, that's fine.
Oh, okay. Oh, let me go ahead and ping Okami and Neetsel because it would be good to get them in when they are able. Yeah, so Corndan, I know that you have been really busy lately. Anything exciting happen, though? Anything...
I mean, work? Is work exciting?
I mean, it's a type of excitement.
Pays bills.
Sometimes.
I mean, my job pays the bills.
Oh, hello, Neetsel. Let me turn you up. Boop, boop.
What up?
Hey, Okami. Good to have you, too. Yeah, both of you can go ahead and get your game live when you're able, and it looks like you're already doing that. So I'll go ahead and figure out how to actually do the capturing on this as we just get ready. I'm so excited, though. Darkman is terrible.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's
and
real
there are
trash.
going to be, and there are going to be a lot of death, I think.
Oh yeah. I can't wait for this race to end with both of us getting a full game over and nobody beats the game.
I can't wait for the gong to come out on this.
I think I can finish this. It's been a while since
Can you finish it under 10 minutes?
I think my sum of best is 10 minutes and 10 seconds, but it would be really hard to improve.
Well, time to find out.
It's like to be honest, this game on speedrun.com, if you just don't die, you end up in the top 3. So.
I mean, that's a lot of Kuso games, to be fair.
It's true.
Don't die, you get a world record.
Well,
I mean, just don't die. I don't know what the problem is.
Easy.
Yeah, I mean, not dying is easy.
yeah, so you say, Corndan.
I do.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I make the game harder for myself by losing all my lives.
Yeah, I can believe that. Okay, so I'm just working on getting everything looking all fine and dandy.
Can I turn off the sound from Okami?
Yeah, you don't
stream.
You can just mute my stream in Discord. I did the same with yours.
Yeah.
We don't need.
Here we go.
One Darkman's more than enough.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
So should we just skip all the cutscenes, or you want to read them or something?
You can skip all the cutscenes. Go ahead and do it however you would like when it comes to a race.
Because I would have probably instinctively skipped them anyway.
Aha.
To be honest, just in case I read them before, and they are really, really lazy. So.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I have played Darkman before. Wait, so how much time have you put into this game and why?
I think I've put 40 hours into it.
Oh no.
And
That's-
yeah.
Probably like 35 more hours than I put into it.
Yeah, and the thing is mostly because, well, I watched the movie, I really enjoyed it. I played this a little bit, and I enjoyed it. And I just thought, alright, so I want to run a Kuzo game, and I decided to go for this one.
I mean, I'm really glad somebody has. You know, Kowal used to be a speedrunner of this game. Did he get good times finished,
I don't
Corndan? I know he put a lot of
no
work
idea.
into playing it, but
I know Auto Blues got the record for some time, and then someone else took it, but
Author
I'm not sure
Blues
where it
played
was.
this. Oh, geez, poor guy.
Author
Actually,
plays a lot of games, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty
Author
aware
Blues
of
will
that.
play most of the jank we throw at him.
For better or for worse, poor guy.
I mean, it's not my
Yes.
problem.
Does it to himself.
when you look at this run, what he's saying when he finally finishes it is just, it's done, and that's it. And you
Oh,
can see
yeah,
the really...
that's right. By the way, for those who don't know, recently there has been an AVGN video about Darkman. Yeah, he finally covered it. I swear that they're looking at our Kuso Grande videos these days to get stuff, because that video was... it was great. It was a good one. Okay, recommended if you have ever been a fan of AVGN. It was a good one.
Yeah, I took a look at the episode, and that's also when I decided to buckle down and actually try to finish this game, because I played it on and off beforehand,
What-
but...
Why would you want to finish this game?
I don't know, I finished way worse.
I mean, that's fair, but why would you want to finish that too?
I mean, I played other Ocean games. It's pretty standard for Ocean games. It's not too bad. Maybe.
I mean,
I don't know about that.
right, it's not too offensive in that you can, like, it has controls and stuff, but...
Corndan, I hate to break it to you, I think most games have controls and stuff.
Well, I mean, that's my point, right? It has the qualities that make a game, right? So that doesn't really mean much.
True, true. Well, here we go. We have all four of us. I almost said all four streams. No, we do not have four streams here. We
Well,
have all
show.
2 streams up on screen. This is actually going to work. Heck yeah, I'm happy. We're listening to Neetsel's audio right now. By the way, I might be able to adjust it to make it a little bit louder for everybody. Yeah, there we go. That sounds beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, I think I am ready to go with this race. Are you two ready?
Yep.
All right, just give
Yep.
me... by the way, everybody, we are doing this specifically through Discord streaming. We wanted to see how it would work, and so far it looks like it has not
Looks
broken.
pretty good.
Yeah. Not only that, but it'll be a lot more in sync than pretty much anything else we do. So this is a fun experiment. Okay, give me a countdown, and I will start our timer. Wait, where's the timer?
I don't
Timer.
know, where'd you put the timer?
It's not popping up in front of stuff for me. Okay, well, whatever. Hopefully it starts. So go ahead, give me a countdown.
So go ahead if you want.
Alright. I will count us down then. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Darkman.
You start with the word Darkman. Oh.
Well,
Yeah,
I've had to do multiple countdowns in my Discord for RBC, and that's how I usually count us down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, insert game title here. So that's just kind of what I got used to.
As long as you don't...
5, 4...
Oh my gosh. Well...
You should just standardize that to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 Darkman. Every game.
I should. Speaking of which, to give an idea of how difficult this game is, I did give this out for RBC, and the furthest I think anybody out of the blind players made it was Poly 2, which you're going to be seeing in like a few minutes.
Yeah, to be honest,
Yeah.
Poly levels are really the worst.
They're so... yeah, the timer didn't work, by the way, so if we get a world record, I'll have to go back and, like, fix the time.
I don't think you're gonna have to worry about that, bro. I find Smiley stages to be the hardest ones.
That's the Chinatown ones?
Yes.
Yeah, the
Yep.
rockets just insta-kill you. Everybody, if you've never played this game, I fully recommend that you play it sometime to see how bad the NES can get, because this is right up there.
So these stages, you're supposed to take pictures of the next target. In this case, we're supposed to be taking pictures of Polly. I believe the more pictures you take of them, the better of a match you get, and therefore the more time you get, if I'm not mistaken, but we really don't need the additional time, so it's better for us to just waste all of our film immediately.
Yep.
Yep. So, you know, for people wondering, well, how could Ocean have built a game quite like this? The answer is simple, on the RoboCop 2 engine.
Yeah, although...
This is that same engine.
This is a little more sophisticated than RoboCop 2. Not for better. Like, it's like the kind of sophistication that you get out of, like, evil dudes, you know? They're better at being evil, and this game is better at being evil right now.
So, Neptune Daydream, this is built on the RoboCop 2 platform.
Yes.
RoboCop 2 came before this by like a year and a half or something.
So that vertical level is really nasty because you can softlock there. If you don't spawn the platforms properly, you can just get stuck.
Yeah, you sure can. I have done that at least a few times.
That sounds about right. So, I have not beaten this game, by the way. I have beaten up through Chinatown, at least. And I know...
I thought you beat it on the Big Bad 10, and it took you like 5 hours.
Was only through Chinatown, Corndan.
I'm also going to point out there are insta-kill hazards in a number of these stages. In the case of poly stages, the fish are insta-kill. Whoops. So if you touch a fish, you will immediately die.
Yeah, enemies can also knock you down off platforms, which is pretty awful as well.
Took a death to Polly himself. Oh, thanks, Ladder.
Like, seriously, though, I have played this game, like, a decent amount before Big Bad 10, but it still took me about 3 hours on this game alone, and I was so, like, emotionally drained by the time I finally finished it. I'm so glad I did, but ugh.
So, in my level right now, I'm moving towards the Skip level.
Yes.
And Skip is a character that only has one leg, and so you can see him appear like on the bottom left and soon on the top right, and he just jump on his single leg like that. And the thing that's really weird is that Darkman afterwards only has one leg as well, even though what he does is just create mask. So... But I love that animation of him just jumping on the spot.
Oh, yeah, it's... Like, okay, if you've only got one leg and you want to balance on it, you have to keep moving. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Neetsel, I'm watching, and this is unbelievable. And that final jump right there is incredibly difficult.
I want to say that first skip stage is the first anybody made the last time this game was in Casa Grande.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, yeah.
And skip stage 1 is, it's easy when you figure out how to go about it, but figuring out
why is Skip floating?
Way to go.
So
yeah, that was an interesting glitch I learned when watching Neetsel's submission video.
So the thing is that when you shoot at an enemy and then you just look away, he moves towards the direction that you're facing, And so that's something that we actually use on the boss at the end, on the final boss, so that I can just skip him right away.
I want you to see it for yourself because it's kind of funny.
It is pretty awesome.
Okay.
It's the same sort of bug like Lagoon, right? The knockback is a knockback from whatever way you're facing instead of whatever way the damage was coming in.
Yeah.
And so I messed up that fight a little bit, but the idea is just to get him closer so that you can just shoot him and prevent him from shooting at you. But yeah, it's kind of difficult because there's a bit of random to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll point out that I was fairly certain that Neetsel was going to be winning this race going into it, but I thought it was going to be pretty interesting to have essentially a side-by-side comparison of this game of playing it competently, where you know what you're doing, versus actually playing it at a speedrun level.
Like, the speedrun of this game is just so, like, intense.
Stupid.
Yeah. There's so much, like, precision. Some of the jumps in order to land on springs in that one skip level, it was fun. Like, yeah, this is really neat to watch on a speedrun level.
I'm dead.
Nah, it happens.
You've got
it was expected, so...
I mean, you've got a pretty decent lead over me because I went the wrong way. But, yeah, I'm on skip 3 currently, so...
Okay, I'm going to die again.
Yeah,
So
Smiley 3 is a terrible stage.
yeah, because the ninjas are random, so sometimes he will just pop, and if he hits you with a shuriken, he can get you in a loop and just kill you.
By the way, people watching are going to notice that, like, the players sometimes look like they're running and sometimes they're, like, going a little bit slower than running. That's not really by choice. That's because of the floor that they're on. Individual floors have different speeds, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
The game is not good for also traction, right?
All the stages
These guys...
I thought I was gonna struggle on, I didn't think it was gonna be skip 3. Because, like, you have this one section at the end of skip 3, which you probably saw on Neetsel's side when he was there, but you, there's arrows pointing left and right, and one of them takes you to the end of the stage while the other one kills you.
I just love it that,
So it's
like,
just a 50-50 guess. And it gets even better in the final world. You're going to be seeing that pretty shortly on Neetsel's side.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Good photography, everybody.
Yeah, next level is an elevator level, except it goes up and it has no arrows to tell you where to go.
And there's a fuel system.
And there's a fuel system that doesn't work the way you expect it to work.
Oh,
because actually potions are considered like fuel as well, but
Yeah,
not
that's
really.
what I was gathering. Because there's like certain sections where if you don't pick up the potions, you won't have enough fuel.
Yeah, so like here, if I don't go pick the left potion, what happens is that I get stuck on that platform right there, but it just gets stuck. I don't die right away, it's just being blocked.
Is there no way to actually see how much fuel you have?
There's a
No,
fuel meter.
Where?
Oh, no, that was your health.
I don't think so. Yeah, that's my health.
After time, yeah.
If I remember when I get there to the first elevator, I'll show that interesting bug where you will just not pick up the potions and then you'll just be stuck and just have to wait for fuel to be fuel. Oops.
Holy crap. Sorry, I'm so stressed watching this because I know how impossible this game is to control.
Yeah.
So like in the second elevator level, I don't actually have to pick all the potions, and that's why it's really weird.
Yeah, strange.
And the thing as well is like you have these enemies right there. Sometimes the bullet will kill you right away, and sometimes you can just get hit, and that's not a problem. So there's really no sense to it. So
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes you're dead now, and sometimes you're dead later.
Yeah, basically.
it's
Yeah,
like here.
as you could tell, there's a lot of insta-kill traps in the final world. But in skip stage, clowns are insta-kill. In smiley stages, the missiles are insta-kill. Everything just kills you, and it's terrible.
Yeah, like, just even though I haven't played the stage that Neetsel is on, like, it's still.
So
I know how impossible this is.
This is the final boss, and it's supposed to be a pain, but you just shoot the other way and you go right through him, and that's it.
It just works.
And that's it. That's time. So,
Sweet.
Yes, you did it. GG.
Yeah, I think I started the timer about a minute late, so it was about 11:30-ish, something around there. Really, really good time.
Still
yeah,
a very good time.
I got 10:49 on my side, which is
Oh,
good.
10:49. I guess I didn't start the timer
that's
so late.
Pretty solid time. Yeah, you were basically ultimately a world ahead of me.
Are you
So-
wanting me to keep streaming you, Okami?
I want to at least show the bug that we were talking about earlier with the first elevator section, because
Okay.
it's kind of funny to see, because you're just like, what?
Yeah, it's like the first time I got it, I actually reset it because I was like, well, I can't do anything. And I didn't think about the timer that would just kill me after a few
I never did run
just a
into
second.
that. I never did run into that issue until I started trying to like improve my time for this race and skip the potions, and then I could not do anything, and I was like, what happened? We're gonna have to go through one last photography section.
That's fine. You know, that's a really nice skyline. I'm glad that you are just capturing the beauty of those buildings.
I mean, what else would you do?
Photograph the car. It's a good car.
No, it's like a mid '80s like Ford like Galaxy 500. Why would I want that?
I'm watching Okami, by the way. Apparently there's a glitch.
Yeah, so if we pick up one potion, that should be enough to put us on here,
Yeah.
and then
And that's it. He's stuck.
You're stuck?
Yeah.
Yep.
until I run out of time, because there is still a time limit.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this game is bad. Like, we already knew that, but it's so bad. It's so
And check it out. I do
Incredibly
the exact
bad.
same thing, except I collect both the potions,
Okay.
and I get to keep moving.
Oh, good.
Except I went the wrong way anyway.
Well,
I also think there's something with the inputs. It's like if you press the opposite direction, then like if you press down when it's going up, I think that it can kill you as well. But I'm not sure.
I think so.
I had a lot of weird stuff happening in these levels. So
Well, yeah, I'm glad that we got to see that. Do you still want to keep going, Okami?
we might
I
as well
mean-
finish at this point.
I think I'm on my last life. No continues anyway, so it's either I'm gonna finish or it's gonna. Actually, no. I know how. If this is my last life, I know how we can end this off. If I
By getting smashed?
Yes.
Because we haven't gotten to show that off because nobody got smashed.
You got smushed. Good job.
So what I find funny about this in Darkman is it just pushes your sprite down. In RoboCop, there's like a special smash animation.
And yeah, that was my
I
last
love it.
life. You can tell because the finger by default points to start, which means oops, your continues.
Yep, you can't go to continue from here. Well, let me stop that timer. Great job. Like, honestly, Okami, that was still incredibly impressive, you know, even though you didn't complete it, it still is such a hard game.
Yeah.
Again, even after playing it like a decent amount, I still took about 3 hours to get where you got.
I'm just glad I got to, since we had two different feeds, I could show off some of the goofy stuff that is a result of dying.
Yeah, I'm so glad that we decided to experiment with having two players in Discord, because I'm
Yeah.
gonna say this experiment was a success.
I'm glad
Yeah,
that
it
our
worked really
first
well.
test with it was with Darkman of all games.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Well, I mean, that sounds
you
about
you
right.
asked for it, Okami.
Welcome to my
I'm
stream.
the one
That's
who
because of
suggested
you.
this, and you're like, all right, let's do it. And I think it was worth it.
I loved it. I'm so glad that you did. Well, anything that you want to say that's coming up on your channels, or anything exciting coming up soon? Okami first.
I mean, I've been running the Retro Book Club, and as I did mention, we did play this game. We've played some other games of quality. I made some people last week experience the wonders that is Can Do Ninja.
Can Do Ninja's so good.
Oh,
It's real fun. It's really good.
Like,
I mean,
good
no, it's
is
not, but
another
it's...
question. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say it's good, but it's fun. And
Yeah.
that's really all we need in
Yeah.
our lives. Yeah. What
would
about
agree with
you,
that.
Neetsel?
At the moment, I'm learning Cressida of Santi, so the 80% speedruns.
Oh, I know
And-
of that.
And it's a really good, nice run. It's really enjoyable to learn, and I think it's fun to watch. So I might submit it later once I'm a bit more consistent at it. But yeah, and apart from that, I'm part of the Mystery Free Island. So
Ah.
looking forward to it as well, since I'm not expecting to last very long in Casa Grande.
It happens. Honestly, I
Yeah.
don't last very long.
All you gotta do is roll Darkman. Oh, wait.
No.
No, I
That-
can't accept it.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be
Okami,
fair.
are
To
you
be-
recommending that people cheat?
No.
Yeah, he is.
There's a
mean,
Darkman on
sounds like
Amiga.
it.
Never,
Can't believe
I
I've
never
been
tried
found
it, so I don't know how bad it is.
Well, thank you both so much. I'll let you go. Take care. Have a great day, okay?
Take care.
See ya.
GG Neetsel.
Bye. Thank you again.
Bye.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for being here, as well as for the follows and Sharfers giving the subscription. Mucho appreciated. We are going to be moving on to our next game, GarrPG.
With
Blinging us.
Reflex.
Blinging us? He's blinging
Yeah,
us.
blinging us.
Bling bling. Yeah, bringing us some Reflex. So let's go talk to GarrPG. Hello there.
Hey,
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you guys doing?
Good.
I'm doing great. Just working on getting everything captured and looking all fancy schmancy.
Okay.
So give me a little bit and I will let you know when you are up and ready. So we've got a game coming up that I actually do not know anything about.
Okay.
So what is this Reflex?
Reflex is a shoot 'em up. It's a vertical scrolling shoot 'em up. The idea is to just shoot down as many things as you can and get points. The game has a unique mechanic, which is a reflection shield. So certain bullets can be bounced back towards enemies for bonus points. And if you get multiple kills using these blue bullets to reflect back at them, you get score multipliers. And that's what I want to try and show off, is a little bit of like some score stuff.
Okay.
And
All right.
show off a lot of the phases. Just, it's not quite a bullet hell until like stage 7, and then it turns into one.
Well, that is always fun. I love seeing difficult games. We've had a few sort of shoot 'em ups or
Yeah, didn't
Shentok.
Shentok ran Radiant Silvergun the other day?
Just so
That's
good.
correct. Yeah, and that was a lot of fun. There's a lot of skill that goes into it. It's not a speed run, but this show isn't about speed runs. This is about having fun and seeing what you like to play. So and
Yeah, this is-
Okami likes Darkman. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. They're gonna get married, those two. Okami and Darkman.
Oh man.
And Neetsel. It's gonna be, I don't know how taxes are gonna work, but there we go.
So,
I'm
so
not
anyway.
hearing audio, by the way.
oh, it's here. I can put
Oh,
on
yeah,
some
I
sound.
hear it.
There will be audio, yes.
That is
I
very
can-
audio. Okay.
We're good.
Yep.
So this is my second favorite shmup of all time.
Ooh.
The first.
So
would
what's
be
your favorite?
Axelay on SNES.
Okay.
Actually is the best shoot 'em up I've ever played. It's my absolute favorite. This game is second.
My very favorite is Ikaruga.
Ikaruga, yes, I once CC'd Ikaruga with the GameCube D-pad.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That D-pad is so small. When I did my GDQ run of Tintin in Tibet on Game Boy Color, I was using the GameCube D-pad, and that's a nightmare.
Yeah, I loved Ikaruga so much, but I couldn't play it with the control stick, so I used the D-pad.
Well, we all
Anyway,
make terrible mistakes, so
I'm ready when you guys are. When do we want to start?
yeah, give me a countdown, and I can go ahead and start whenever you say go.
Go. I'm good. Just go whenever.
Okay, yeah, we're going.
Go.
You
right.
said go. I pushed it.
All right, so I've already explained a little bit about how the game works. You do have this shield. You'll see the gauge in the bottom left corner. The state in the bottom right corner is my durability meter. That's my health, basically.
Okay.
If I get hit 6 times, I'm still alive, but the 7th hit blows up the ship and it's a game over.
Gotcha.
Right now it shows souls remaining 28. That's how many credits I've got.
Okay.
I'm going to try and show off some score attempts here, but I'm not perfect at them yet. So here we go. I also have a problem like playing and talking at the same time, so if I don't hear a question, just repeat it.
Okay, yeah, that's no worry. We're fairly good at keeping
Worst case-
conversations going, you know?
Yeah. Worst case, we'll entertain ourselves with some sort of idiocy.
I just took a hit. I don't want to do that. Hang on.
Yeah, and everybody, because we're doing sort of high score attempt here, there may be some resets. That is completely fine. We do have
Just
a
in
mouse
stage
on
one.
the screen, FYI.
Oh, let me move that. Sorry, I didn't know that was captured.
Doesn't really matter. Mouse strats
Okay.
are valid strats.
So the red shots can be absorbed by your shield, but not reflected back.
Okay.
I just took the same hit again. I'm bad at this game.
Oh, it's a hard game.
It is a very hard game. So it has a interesting credit system. When the game was released in 2008, every time you game over, you got a new credit. But if you once CC'd the game,
Yeah.
it would remove credits from you.
What? Oh, well, that's fair.
And then for the 2014 Steam release, they patched that so you only gain credits. You never lose any credits.
Okay. Yeah, that's
So
that's
you either
definitely-
game over it or beaten the game 28 times.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's
All right.
at least 28 times, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Doing pretty good here on stage 1.
Yeah.
See over here, so the reflected lasers can take out all the little dudes first.
Okay.
So the reflected long lasers, do those just like hit whatever they feel like? Are they homing lasers?
Here, let me adjust some volume real quick for you guys. I'm having a hard time hearing. Let me turn down RefleX and...
Yeah, feel free to go ahead and turn that down, turn us up, do whatever's needed.
I'm just having an issue hearing Corndan. So let me turn you up.
I mean,
real
I
quick.
can yell if you really want. My kid has taught me how to yell.
Okay, here we go. That's a little more volume. Go ahead, ask the question
good.
again.
So the longer lasers, right? Are those just homing lasers? Are they gonna find like whatever's closest, or do they have like a targeting? Like they go after the little guys and the big guys when you reflect them?
The homing lasers do retain their homing property after you reflect them, so they will seek out enemies and attack and destroy.
Okay. That's kind of cool. I
Okay,
like
so
that.
here's the first boss. Okay, now we take out one wing. And then on the main body here, And then we take out the other wing. That's a good HP amount. And now he summons these dudes, and you just kind of stream them a little bit on the side, just like that.
Yeah, okay.
And then if you get kills with these blue bullets, you get a multiplier. I got hit. See that ×4 up in the corner there? If you defeat enemies with the reflected bullets, you get that multiplier. And then there's a gauge underneath the score that tells you how long you have to beat up another ship.
Where's the
If you keep-
×4?
Oh, sorry.
You missed it.
was only when the boss
it's in the
was
score.
destroyed.
Oh, okay.
Bro, look at any time an enemy gets killed.
So this stage is interesting. There's only a few opportunities to reflect things, but you can carry a combo really far in this stage. So hopefully I can show off a really good chain here on stage 2A.
Okay.
Missed everything.
Oh, that one wasn't your fault, though. Just the game being mean.
Okay, I missed every combo there. That's fine. I used to be able to 1cc this game, but not lately.
Good combos there.
A little bit. Here we go. Tank time.
Very nice.
Keep getting that 32. ×32.
Is that max?
Hi. What'd you say, Quentin?
So, what's your max multiplier you can get?
The max multiplier is 64 when you destroy something with a blue bullet, but if you keep the combo going with your ship's bullets, the max is ×32.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I like the way this
Okay, here we go.
game looks. It looks good. Yeah, 64.
What did this come out on originally?
It was PC, 2008.
Huh. Oh no, you're fighting the Zodiac.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this game. The ship that you're on has a Zodiac core in it. And your mission is to destroy all of the other Zodiac machines.
Which Zodiac core do you have?
Ophiuchus.
That's not a Zodiac.
It's the 13th Zodiac according to lore in this game. It's a Zodiac here.
That's a lie. That's a lie. I'm doing
Not too close.
a Google. Oh, actually, I guess there's an article by Time that talks about that symbol specifically. Yeah. Fine, whatever. I guess that's actually a thing.
Okay, so here you just stay right in the middle and shoot, and you won't get hit.
Nice.
I think that one of the biggest things that makes a lot of games like this difficult for new players is that they constantly feel like they have to be moving, but really you don't.
Okay.
A lot of the time, small movement helps.
Yeah, especially in this game, when you're deflecting a bunch of bullets, it's sometimes helpful to move into the bullets as you're bouncing them so you hold your shield up less.
Yeah.
That big laser, you can block that laser, but it doesn't reflect.
Stupid laser.
So I got the 10,000 ×4 on Sagittarius. No, that's not Sagittarius. Sagittarius is stage 3.
I mean, you can't really just like deflect the Kamehameha wave, right? You know, it takes a special thing to do that.
We'll get there. Nope, I dropped the combo there. That's fine.
Okay, so
Stay down
apparently
here.
Ophiuchus is the constellation of a man choking a snake, and honestly, I like it a lot more now. Man choking snake.
We hope
Alright.
that's a snake.
The background gets a little intense here, so if you're photosensitive, there might be some flashing.
Good to know.
Scorpius.
3D.
All right, Scorpius.
Yeah, I was like Scorpius. Okay.
Same thing.
Basically,
Well, the same thing.
yeah.
I don't know my Zodiac.
Scorpios is a battle bot.
Also a really cool character in Farscape.
I don't know enough about either of those to really confirm or deny.
Well, the Scorpios BattleBot has a connection to the speedrunning community.
So those purple shots are homing lasers that come at you from the background.
Oh, you know
So
what?
we've talked about the red shots and we've talked about the blue shots. What's the significance of the purple shots?
Purple shots you can shoot down with your own bullets.
Ooh,
Oh,
very
these,
nice.
These purple homing lasers, they're not, you can't shoot them down. They're just evil.
Stupid.
Okay, so
homing
here we go.
lasers.
He starts with missiles here, and then homing lasers, and then you dodge your tail.
Good, good.
And now he fires more lasers, purple. He's behind me and not shooting anything, so I have to wait.
What a jerk. I mean, then again, that's a really good way to fight an airplane, you know, get behind them.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to be in front of the guns, okay? Pro tip.
It's true.
Okay, here we go. I don't think I'm gonna... Yep, I knew it. That's fine. I got greedy for the score and I took a game over because, yeah, that's what I do.
It's all good. It's all good. Is there any score penalty for getting a game over?
Yes, your high score is not recorded. You have to 1cc the game to record your high score.
Okay, gotcha.
I used to be able to do it about 13 years ago now.
Okay. That's
So
actually, yeah, really demanding.
See, you can shoot down the purple bullets.
Yeah.
And then there's this
Gotcha.
laser. You can just kind of go through here, no big deal. Don't worry about it. This is my favorite stage.
Oh, that was a cool combo. I like it.
Oh, it gets better. See this capital ship that I'm on? This is Sagittarius. We're gonna break pieces of its wings off.
I can never remember what Sagittarius is.
A big giant ship.
Oh, come on, Corndan.
Okay, so I'm gonna go greedy and...
the bow and arrow. Thank you, Justin. See, finally somebody is helping.
Well, it's not going to be me.
Yeah,
So
you're
I got
like
2
the
points there.
opposite of the Backstreet Boys or NSYNC or whatever.
These big... Here's where the flashing gets pretty bad. These big ships here.
Okay.
Enemies flash when they take damage. Bigger the objects, the more flashing there is.
Yeah, it's always good to have a warning. I don't think this is quite enough to really affect people. One of the Atari games I was playing earlier today was for sure enough. I was like, ow, my eyes. But then again, that would have been something that I would stare at for like hours as a child.
Oh, I also
Something
didn't
you would
explain...
stare at for hours now.
It's true.
I also didn't explain something minor. If you run your shield all the way out of juice,
Yeah.
your main shot suffers.
How? How long does it suffer?
Until you get your shield back up.
Well,
I mean, it makes
So
sense.
here, I'll show you. If you go all the way down on your shield, you fire these little pea shooters.
oh no. Bang. Bang.
I love this. I love this song.
This music
is my
is really good.
Yeah. The soundtrack in this game is. I'm strange, you know. There can be a bad game with a great soundtrack, and it's a good game to me.
That's how a lot
Music
of
makes
games
a
are.
big. Music makes a
Oh, look at
big
this times
impact
32.
on.
I got the times 32 here.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, music makes a huge difference. Even though, I think there are some games that can be considered good that have like mediocre soundtracks. As soon as you have a bad soundtrack, almost nobody will mention the game as being one of their favorites because it's just.
But you know what games people talk about a lot? Pretty
What?
much any game
Gemini.
Tim Fallon works on.
So Gemini is
Yeah.
the spear and shield. The red is the shield, blue is the spear, and it's a really fun fight. I'll show you. Hopefully I get the quick kill on it. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, didn't get it. Almost got him. That was a really good hit, though.
Yeah, that was close. Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit tricky to aim the reflection there.
It's very tricky, yeah.
This is cool. I like it.
Let's try again.
I don't even see an archer. Where's the archer? This is Sagittarius.
I don't know where Archer is, but there's an episode where he gets played by a velociraptor.
Okay, I always take a hit on these spiral enemies.
Uh-oh.
Except they didn't spiral, so I'm not going to take a hit there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you were getting some plus 64s in there as well.
Yeah, 64 is good.
Yeah, it's the max. Yeah, you can't do any better than that.
Times 2, that's a little low. Oh, wow.
Nah, whatever. Better than times 0. Am I right?
That's true. You are right.
Corndan, I'm right when it comes to math.
I mean, you're right when you say that 2 is greater than 0.
Well,
Congratulations. You did math that my kindergartner is learning.
yeah. Are you
Okay,
are you
hopefully.
sure your kid would be
Am
able to
I-
get that?
Yeah,
Lasers.
yeah, because
Ah,
he's
dang
just was doing that in math class. They've been doing greater and less than.
Okay, I gotta come up with some new math stuff. New math. Come
Oh,
on.
here we go. Times 16. It's not the best, but I'll take it. I took a hit for that. That's fine.
So, is it reflections that gives you the multiplier then?
Yes, every time you kill an enemy with the blue lasers, you get the times, the multiplier.
Okay, gotcha. So you need to reflect the blue laser and then keep the kills coming.
Exactly.
Yep.
And you can see there's a little meter in the right underneath my score.
Yeah.
If you 10,000 times 4. So that's Sagittarius, and now we have Cancer. Cancer is stage 4.
And the crab. Oh, I just learned about the type of evolution where everything just tends to become crab-like. And
Okay.
Yep.
This is where the game kind of becomes a little interesting.
Yeah, crabs have independently evolved like 9 times or something.
What's
carcinization, which makes sense because carcinogens is cancer. I hope
Okay.
I'm not making stuff up.
You have to reflect these lasers back at the missiles to destroy them.
Pew,
There is
pew.
another way of doing that. Now he teleports on top of you, and you have to dodge this.
Whee! My gosh, there's just
Yep.
so much happening here, you know. Bitrate gonna be dropping for people. Honestly, if you're not playing this yourself, you're not getting all of the really cool effects.
Okay, got the
I mean, it's true.
multiplier on Cancer there. That's good. Now for phase 2. I love the background here. It's my favorite background.
Whee! I know that place. Planet Oi. Hey, it's us. We're spinning, everybody. We're spinning. Uh-oh, the crab's after us. Oh.
Yep.
He wants to do a pinch. He wants big pinch. Big pinch.
Reminds me of a game I
might
need to
get it
pick up
too.
sometime.
What game?
Crab Fight
Oh, I need to play that.
or Fight Crab or whatever.
Crabby crab. I hope crabs don't eat. You know what? They probably do. We had a crab in our fish tank and it killed everything.
So you just dodge the red, shoot down the purple, and don't worry about the blue because it's all off to the side. Now he shoots stuff at you.
Sempestral, I think this game was only ever out on the PC.
Yeah, this is PC only.
I mean, yeah, a game like this you would expect to be in the arcade, but
Like an arcade, yeah.
yeah, this.
Here we go.
Oh! Yeah. Welcome to video games, everybody. Thank you for showing us the crab from video games.
The giant enemy crab.
I wonder, right, if this is the crab from video games, does this crab
Watch the
know
chip.
Nikos from video
I
games?
think so. They're friends.
Remember that ship right there. That thing. Keep that in mind for stage 7.
Remembering ship.
Okay, Nadir is hard.
What is Nadir?
The name of the stage?
Yeah, but is that a zodiac?
I don't think so.
Yeah, same.
It's the name of a stage.
It's Corndan. Okay, I get that.
I mean, you asked. I figured I would let you know.
Okay, that's right. Wolf is here to tell us all the fancy words. It's the lowest point. It's the opposite of the apex. That means that this is the depression level. Herbert Hoover. It's all because of you.
Aren't you an English major? Shouldn't you know like English words?
That's not an English word. It's made up. It's not a real word.
I hate this mini boss. This mini boss sucks right here. I hate it.
There, it's from Arabic, everybody. See? So I don't have to know that word because it's from Arabic and astronomy.
I let off the shield a little too early.
There's just so much precision in this.
Yep, there is. It's a very difficult game.
Is there a decent amount of randomness as well?
Nope, it is 100% scripted.
Huh. What about, like, enemy patterns are completely scripted as well?
Yup, everything that enemies do is the same thing every time you play.
Yeah.
Now
I
we're
mean,
fighting entropy, and I have thoughts about this.
man,
All
heat death of the universe, defeat it. Come on.
right. As a mechanical engineer, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that this boss is invincible.
It's true, unless it's an open system.
Well, but then the energy's got to come from somewhere.
Well, yeah, from parallel universes.
I don't get the score bonus on that entropy. This one we'll see how well this one goes. You can stay behind the second pair. Just stay right under here.
See, Corndan, the benefit of having infinite parallel universes is that we can steal all of their energy forever, and thus entropy will never win.
I'm pretty sure I can draw a boundary layer where entropy wins.
Or infinite universes.
Yeah. Your bounding box just goes around all of the universes.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
but if it's infinite, it can't go around them.
the third pair is similar to the first pair.
Corndan just saying, if I draw a box, I win. Yeah, is that how math works?
Yeah. Haven't you taken math? That is
Actually,
100% how math works.
Basically, I've done that with proofs as well. You're assuming that the universes are countable, though.
No, I'm assuming for all universes the box goes around them. I don't care if you can count to 4 or not.
Wow.
I didn't get the multiplier on this one either. If you don't like red, you might want to look away from the screen here pretty quick.
Oh, I hate red. Ugh. Yeah, this has been a tricky fight, but we have almost killed Entropy. There we go.
Entropy, there's no T in it.
Oh. So, how do you explain that, Corndan? We're fighting Entropy.
Either someone is really bad at typing things out, or they're really bad at naming things, and
they're aliens.
Whatever.
You know.
It's true. Aliens don't have great spelling.
I took that hit because I was laughing.
That's the problem with being on the show. We're gonna say something dumb.
I mean,
so you gotta dodge the missiles here and use your shield to get through the laser. You cannot shield miss, like that.
The secret to us, not being bored for some of these things is that we'll say dumb things for our own amusement.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, now we get Soothing Blue.
Everybody wash your eyes in the screen. Kaleidoscope, my favorite of the
This stage is
horoscopes.
hectic but short.
This is not one of them. What's your sign? Astrological sign. Not astrology. It's just not. It's not zodiac.
Okay, here we go.
Kaleidoscope. Oh, I have seen some multi-$1,000 kaleidoscopes before, and they are so cool.
Look at this 32. Oh,
64. I saw a 64 there. Very nice. Wow. Those planes around you got greedy, let me tell you. Okay, that was fun. I like it.
then there's this guy that only shoots blue at you.
Enemy weapon is blue. It is. When blue is
All right.
prominent, I think of Bhutanese passports because of Wikipedia. Thank you, Wikipedia.
So you may notice the stage 1 boss here. We're kind of allied now against the aliens.
Yes! Wait, he was an alien first, though, right?
No, he was part of the global military organization.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't you read the plot, bro?
There's actually a lot of lore in this game. If you check the soundtrack and the stage selects, there's quite a bit written down.
See, you have to watch the 3 movies as well as read the manga in order to really understand the plot.
I like sitting right in front of him and getting points by shooting him.
That's a good plot, okay? Very key when it comes to the manga.
There is a way to set this boss up. See all these satellites that are rotating?
Yeah.
There is a way to set it up so you can kill all of the satellites and the boss in one go.
Ew.
And it gives you a times 64 multiplier on this boss.
Nice.
If you get the right setup on it, which I'm not going to do because I don't know it, you can get about 6 million points off this boss.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
So what's the world record for points in this game?
The highest I've seen is 21.1 million.
I'm going to assume we're going to get nowhere near that.
Hi.
So I'm assuming we're not going to end up near that.
If I crack 10, I'll be happy.
Heck yeah. Was that also a 1cc that they did that with?
Yes, it was.
Oh, that's nuts.
Well, didn't get the multiplier there. That's fine. Scootum Phase 2.
Multipliers are for nerds. Yeah. We're just doing worthwhile work, getting points one by one, and you know what? Not complaining over here. It's decent work. Decent work. Just be a point farmer.
Nah, I got hit.
Oh no!
I mean,
Yeah.
it is work, I suppose. But, you know, points don't put food on the table.
Look, this isn't Cookie Clicker, okay? We don't just need to have 1 bajillion points.
Wow.
10 million, that's
if-
all I'm asking for, Corndan. 10 million.
If points put food on the table, I would definitely be playing Cookie Clicker.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point.
100,000 times 4. What's 100,000 times? Yeah, 6.4 million?
400,000.
Very nice. Yeah,
Okay,
that
here we go.
would be an impressive one. Oh no!
Stage
Rosselhog.
7 and 8 are a little bit different from the rest of the game. We're gonna have some fun stuff happen in this stage.
We're going into the Demon Rush, Corndan. It's Rosselhog.
I saw that.
Oh my gosh, it's spinning. Oh, I like this. I like this. And I like the crossover that's happening as
All right.
well.
This is the ship I told you to remember in stage 4.
Okay.
There he
The
is.
ship's name is Rosselhog.
I believe it's Virgo.
Virgo.
So, nothing too fancy to start out, you know. Nothing too difficult.
Wow, I thought you were going to be a mean ship, but no, look at you nerd.
Those golden wings in the back are a problem. Okay.
I mean, it's already flying. Do you need wings? I feel like wings are kind of redundant in space, you know?
Well, I mean, if your engines are mounted to your wings, right, then spacing out your wings gets you more maneuverability.
Okay. This boss is a monster. Stage 7 and 8 are both really interesting. You cannot move out of this purple aura. You're pinned in.
Uh-oh. If you try, does it just...
You see my ship tilting and rocking? You can't move out of it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here's a fun little phase.
Oh, this is cool. I like it. Oh my gosh, it's like Zelda. They shoot, you knock back.
Okay, he's got his own shield.
Uh-oh. Virgo.
Yeah, but your shield's better.
My shield is better.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, don't stay in front of the laser, just shoot him. Alrighty. So now I gotta fight a bunch of dudes. There we go.
Pew pew. Oh my gosh.
See how long it took me to see how long it took me to beat these guys?
I mean,
They have
not
so much-
too long.
Yeah, I guess it's not that
I mean,
bad.
compared to Virgo. I'm sorry, I realized that you were saying, oh, these take so long, and I'm thinking, whatever, like 5 seconds, we're good, we're good.
Yeah.
I'm mainly making a point for a comparison you'll see coming up.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Time to die.
Uh-oh.
Pinned in, can't move.
Oh no! Virgo, don't do it!
Turn on my shield. Shield gone. Your pilot is dead. Your character dies here. And the 13th Zodiac Core awakens. You trade your durability meter for an infinite shield meter.
Ooh, heck
Your
yeah,
gu-
you got wings.
Your gun now fires twice as fast and does double damage. See those guys?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
they're dead. They're dead.
That's how much stronger I am now.
That's pretty significant. Okay,
And now
this is cool.
it's now a one-hit game over. You cannot take damage in this form.
Well, I mean,
So
you've
he
got
aimed-
You have like infinite shield.
He aims these blue lasers around you. You don't have to go up and reflect them. You can just shoot. Sometimes there's a little spiral bullet that comes by you and you gotta guard that, but it's not a big deal.
I mean, effectively, if you wanted to, right? You could just beat this guy by like holding down the shield button and sitting by his feet.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a little faster to shoot him, though. I think.
You get more points for it, I'm sure.
You also get more points if you shoot him. Because every time a bullet hits something... whoops, didn't turn on the shield. Every time you shoot something, you gain a few points.
Yeah.
Laser.
That was a big laser. I can't even
Full
see the screen.
Yeah. Okay, so now you have to shield. These are the purple lasers home in on you. They will hit you. So you have to dodge the missiles with your shield up. And now I can move out of this aura too. I don't have to stay in it.
Does it sort of have gravity towards it?
Yes, it does. It pulls you toward the center.
Okay.
And now you have to push him back. He collides with your shield and pushes you. So you have to keep your shield up and force him away. Shoot down the missiles. Keep
I mean,
pushing
where
him.
else is he gonna go, though?
He's trying to collide with you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not gonna work if you both have shields up. Yeah, the fact that this fight is still going, this is cool.
This isn't even the last stage.
This is a long fight.
I mean, we barely fought any of the Zodiacs so far, you know?
We've killed 8 of them, actually.
Oh, well, never mind.
That I can recall.
I don't know which 8 we've killed, but I'm glad they're dead.
Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Gemini, Cancer, and Libra is the next one we're gonna fight.
Libra, come on, Libra, you can do this. Final area,
Okay.
Judge Judy.
So the final stage is a 3-way battle. There
Okay.
are 3 factions here. There's Libra, myself, and 2 AI ships called Kamui.
Okay.
Kamui has a lock-on thing. You'll see it. You'll figure it out real fast. Same thing here, except the shots that are around you aren't blue. You can't reflect this phase on this one.
Okay. So you're gonna have to deal damage with your own bullets and shield when the red comes across.
Yep.
But again, purple you can shoot, so if you're trying to finish it a little bit faster, that's probably the best way to do it. Okay, this guy's
Okay.
being a jerk.
Now for this, don't move. Just hold perfectly still.
I love it.
You know, this is what happens when you get your knees replaced. They put speakers in them.
I hope.
Okay, here's Kamui. They do those lock-ons and then they shoot lightning. So you have to shield it.
Zay. I like it. I've always been a fan of like lightning attacks in video games, though. Huge fan.
Yeah, Kamui's pretty fun.
I mean, they just have a very similar ship to you, it looks like. Kinda.
Yeah, Kamui is actually the sequel to this game.
Oh,
Except it was
really?
made first. So you can use the Kamui ship in its own game.
Oh, wait. So is this the? This is a
I forgot
prequel
about
then?
that. I'll talk about the story in a minute. I gotta.
Yeah, that's fine.
It looks like I'm only gonna beat up one Kamui. You can destroy both Oh, here we go.
Whoa! I love it. Beautiful.
And that
love
did
that
so
phase.
little damage, but it's so neat looking.
Wait, is there an enemy health gauge?
Yeah, top left corner.
Wow.
See the orange bars?
Yeah.
The
Okay.
lower bar is the Kamui, and the upper bar is Libra.
Well, as you can tell, I'm really good at.
Not paying attention.
Wow.
It's true.
Long danger, danger. Pew, pew,
Almost got him. Kamui down.
Nice.
And now Libra charges this up.
And we're just gonna let Libra charge up.
Oh yeah. Just wait for it.
I mean, whatever. Libra's cool. Libra is impartial, just kicking out justice left and right, you know, that's all.
So we're gonna let him charge another one. Except it's too much and his ship explodes.
Well, shouldn't have done that. Libra, you nerd.
So now you have to kind of shoot down the missiles. You'll see the missiles in a moment. It is possible to beat this boss during this phase, but it's very difficult.
What do you have to do? Damage him right as the shield goes down?
The shield doesn't go down. There is a special property with Ophiuchus that lets you deal damage through shield.
Okay.
So now you have to dodge the homing lasers and shoot through this mess.
Pew, pew.
Oh, I lost the rhythm there. Couldn't get the rhythm back that time. Ah.
Oh yeah, I can see how the rhythm is super important here.
Yep. And that's the final boss.
Is that time then?
It's not, well, it can be time, yeah. But I do want to show a few things off because there's a few extras that you can do after this.
Sure.
Well, you have time
Oh yeah, you
to show us
definitely do.
extras.
Oh, that was so cool.
So we're gonna just kind of skip that. So that was awesome, the whole game, right? But what if you could use that upgraded ship on other stages?
That could be cool.
So if you go into Area Select, in the top right corner, you can see it's the Phoenix.
Yep.
But you
Okay.
can swap to Ophiuchus. And in the stage select, you can fight anything you want to. And I didn't know about this feature, so I'm actually really bad with Ophiuchus on other stages. But I'll show you what it does to cancer. Remember this boss?
Yeah, I remember.
Look at the health bar drain.
Oh, goodbye. We're gonna miss you, boss.
It's down.
Dang.
Bye, nerd. That's fun. I'm glad that they let you bring this ship
Didn't
into
break
previous
10 million?
levels.
Oh, I guess I didn't, did I?
No, you're only
close
at like
enough.
9.2 mil.
I'll forgive you.
So now if I remember how to do this, right here, you can just...
That's also stupid, and I love it.
That's hilarious.
Oh, man.
Goodbye, cancer. I'll miss you.
Game over.
Oh no.
I took a hit during that fight anyway. I didn't even... Continue use. Score will not be recorded.
Well, you
It's
know.
okay. It's
Um,
okay.
Mission start. Here's Pierce Tragedy, the fleet that I did. Oh, I did not choose Ophiuchus. Let me do that again.
Poor tragedy.
I don't know what hit me.
Everything? Nothing?
There's a lot going on in this game.
Let me try that again. I didn't see what... That's what happens though, right? What hit me? That's the whole point of the game.
Oh my gosh. You know, as soon as there are like more than 5 projectiles on screen, there's a reasonable chance I'm not going to be able to tell you what killed me. And this has a few more than 5.
A few.
Yeah, it's like 8.
Yeah, 8? That's a lot.
It is.
Yeah. Bet your
Okay, so
son
you're-
could tell me how much it is.
So during this
could.
stage, you're gonna see some green flashes.
Okay, I like green.
And what that is an extra shot, kind of a laser, that goes off when you're playing the Ophiuchus.
Okay. So green is new bullet type that goes after you.
Look at that, times 32.
Yeah.
I ran into the laser.
Yeah, you did.
I'm trying to show off a little bit. I'm just doing stupid stuff.
And that happens.
I mean, that's why we started Don't Make Us Bored, to see stupid stuff.
yeah, we're not gonna be like, oh no, something didn't go right. You know, we are disappointed forever. Nah, yeah, this is for fun.
You see that flash that just killed that ship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the Ophiuchus bonus reflection power there.
That's right, Ophiuchus.
Sorry, this is my favorite stage in the game. I love the music here.
It's good music.
This is pretty good music.
I do want to start doing some real score attempts on this game. The high score that I saw, the 21 million score, it's a really good watch, but that particular video kills bosses very quickly, and it doesn't use your bullets to get a bunch of extra points. So if I can play the stage similar to it, I can farm the boss by just shooting him more.
Yeah, I think that would probably be a wise way to rank up a higher score. Yeah, the biggest thing when you're starting to do attempts is there's a huge tendency for people to reset at the beginning over and over and over again. Or
I accidentally hit no on the credit. That's my fault. Sorry about that.
Oh well, no
yeah,
worries.
it's all good.
I was holding down at the same time I hit the button.
I love it. Happens to the best of us. But yeah,
pick a stage. Pick a stage, 1 through 6.
Corndan, go for it.
I'm trying to check what our time is here, so I know
We're about 45 minutes-ish.
Yeah, we got about. I'm just trying to make sure we don't go horribly over schedule. It doesn't look like it. Let's try Area 5.
Area 5? Nadir?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
this boss...
the time would be going, but for some reason my timer crashed.
Oh,
That's fine.
What?
We got
got
like 10 minutes. Yeah,
and whenever you guys want me off of here, just gong me or whatever you need to do. See? Green flashes. See that free kill? That's Ophiuchus for you.
Thank you, my happy little ship. Yeah, what I do like about this is that while you definitely can kill things faster, things can kill you much faster as well.
Oh
so
yeah, it's a very
rewards
risky
very risky behavior.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Look at that! The damage. I only found this mode of like the day before I submit this game. I never knew you could use Ophiuchus in the stages.
Really?
Until like a couple weeks ago.
Huh.
And I don't have to worry about anything here. Look.
Yeah, honestly. I'm wondering how viable it would be in some of these stages to only use your shield to kill everything.
I've tried it. It's hard. If you collide with anything, you die.
Oh, yeah, that is an issue.
Look at that health bar. Did you see that health bar?
Yep, I do.
Whoops.
Yeah, I mean, colliding with that, in fact, will kill you.
You know what hubris comes before? Nemesis. Yeah, that's right.
I mean, it comes before a lot of things in the dictionary.
No, I was gonna say eggs, but that's not true.
Okay, so you can just stay behind this one. This one's fine.
Not even hobbits. Wow. I'm thinking of all the wrong words right now, Corndan.
Yeah, you are.
Jelly. Hubris comes before jelly.
I mean, that is true.
I teach English, everybody.
Okay. Oops. I knew that was gonna happen eventually.
Ah, no.
And that time I just didn't get the shield up in time.
I mean, this game is a little bit hard, even with this.
It's pretty brutal.
Yeah. Honestly, I can see that a mode like this definitely encourages greed and also punishes greed, because you just want to do get through things quickly, and but it's not going to just let you. No, it won't just let you. It will punish you.
Yeah.
It's like an adult playing basketball against a child, you know? They're like, hey, go ahead, try to go for the layup. Kid, jumps up. Adult just, bam! Whacks the basketball right back down. It's like, you're terrible, child. Terrible kid. Don't try to play against me until you grow another 2 feet.
Missile.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those missiles are a bit of a pain because you can't use your shield against them, right?
Yup. Missiles go right through. But still, the power of Ophiuchus is incredible. And I'm really happy that they added this option to go through the previous stages with your powered up ship.
That's a pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing.
Oh yeah.
I can do like 1 or 2 more stages if you want me to.
I think
Yeah, I
one
think
more
we got
would
time
be-
for one more.
Yeah.
All right, let's try Kaleidoscope. Oh, I did the thing again.
But yeah, Corndan, I went in Arizona's. There is the biggest kaleidoscope store, specialty
Kaleidoscope store.
I just can't sometimes. For some reason, when I'm stressed out or anything, my ability to speak really goes through the floor.
Whoops. Okay, first shot killed me. Awesome. We'll try again.
Look, chat,
I could have just
some
played the
children
gong right there.
I wouldn't even be mad if you did.
I'll give you one more shot. Kaleidoscopes. Kaleidoscope.
Okay, Kaleidoscope for real this time.
Yeah.
collide with soap. Isn't that what you do in the shower?
I apply it liberally. That's what I do.
Yeah, you're colliding with soap.
It's not much of a collision and more of a scrubbing motion. Lather.
It's all collision physics.
I was shooting. I disagree with that attack.
Oh no, you definitely got missiled.
I can still disagree.
I mean, you can disagree, but it's not going to do you any good.
That time I hit the thing. I hit the thing.
Not the thing. Oh, I hate the thing.
Oh, right. I forgot about that phase. Yes, continue.
Yeah, welcome to all of the stuff that you have to remember in this game.
Yeah. So the idea here is just to wait for a few dudes and then hold your shield up and hopefully get bonus points, and you didn't. Yeah. This is a great showcase. It's going very well.
I mean, it's showing people that this game is difficult.
It's definitely a showcase, not a speed run,
Oh yeah.
and that's okay.
I don't even know how you speedrun a shmup.
Basically, you kill the bosses as quickly as you can.
Here's Scootum. Let's see if I can do all right with Scootum here. Health bar? That's a good health bar drain. Look at that power. Oh, hey, somebody's on fire. Can you hear that?
Hear what?
Oh,
Oh,
is there a fire engine?
There's a siren right outside the window, yeah.
No, I couldn't hear it, but
That's good.
Jeff,
Good job,
Jeff,
microphone.
get out of your apartment.
You may notice that he's... First phase is already down.
He's dead. He's very dead.
That was the deep cut calling back to Jeff having to get out of his apartment because of a fire.
Oh,
Okay.
see these big shots?
Yeah.
Scootum's the only one that fires this shot. If it hits your shield, it slows down.
I love it.
You
Honestly,
have to move.
that would... I love the 6-pointed star there. Honestly, I can imagine that people would put their shield up expecting to reflect it, and then when it just starts going slowly through them, let down the shield, and then bleh, they're dead. See, I can see the trolls. Even if they're not trolling you, I can see them. Yeah, that match with Jeff was kind of hilarious that he was at a cafe because his apartment was on fire.
What? Wait, I missed this. What happened?
Oh, we were
This is
talking
what, Kusa Grande 3?
3 or 4, yeah, or 5.
That Jeff had to leave the match like early on because his apartment was on fire. And it was like his neighbor or something, I forget what it was. So he took his laptop to the local cafe and got back on to continue commentating.
It was amazing. Like, good dedication there, Jeff. But I think that based off of that, we're pretty much done with the
I
game.
think we're done,
then.
yeah.
I think so.
I showed you just about everything this game has.
I'm not going to gong you, though. I had fun.
It's a great game. I love it.
It's on Steam for $8.
And it goes on sale for half price pretty frequently.
Okay, so
You
when
can buy the
this-
trilogy. You can get the trilogy Kamui, Ultinex Second, and Reflex for like $10 or $12 in a bundle.
Okay.
It's
Not
a really good
bad.
series of shooters.
Okay, I'll have to remember that. Honestly, this was a lot of fun to watch. GarrPG, what else are you playing these days? Even if it's offline, you know, what
What am I-
is really keeping you entertained?
So here's what I've been doing lately. I used to DM of Dungeons and Dragons a long time ago, about 20 years ago,
Okay.
and I haven't played it since then. And I've recently been putting together a campaign for a bunch of other streamers that I know. So we're gonna all stream some Dungeons and Dragons from our own point of view and play,
Ooh.
and maybe stream some D&D for people. That's my project lately.
Oh, that would be awesome. Okay, D&D, possibly D&D streaming. I'd kind of like to do that sometime. I think it would be a blast.
You think
Espec-
so?
I think so.
I
I have played over the internet. I did not stream it, but I've played over the internet.
if you want to get in, I can send you an invite, like through Discord or something.
When are you starting?
Probably like July, maybe.
Maybe. Go ahead
It's
and
gonna-
send me a message. Yeah, we'll see. Like that is.
It'll be a
probably
long campaign,
reasonable.
so you'll have to play a bunch, like probably like 20 sessions or so. It's gonna be a big campaign. It's fun.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, send me a message later, and we can go ahead and talk a little bit. See if that's something I'd like to do.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's pretty much it, though. Anything else, Corndan? GarrPG?
Nope, I think we should move on to
That's
our
it. This
next.
That's all I got for you.
Sweet, thank you so much. Take care and see you next time.
All right, have a good night.
Good night, and hello to GarrPG's mom.
Uh-oh, she's here?
Somebody says she's your mom. Princess Bling
very
2.
Oh my god, she would.
Oh, I love it. I love that. Okay, yeah, take care. See you next time.
Yep, have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, Corndan, I am working on getting Live Split to not crash on me, so we're going to go ahead and run a 1-minute ad break, and we'll be right back after that. Stay tuned, everybody, for Shentok's Bulk Slash on Saturn. Oh my gosh, good to see everybody having fun here. And also, always fun to have family drop on over. You know, I'm glad that we have this show. It still is a fairly small, comfy crew. We have good conversations in chat. It's just great to have people hop on by. Yeah. Well, I think that little multiplayer ad or whatever it is done. It's done. Everybody, welcome on back to Don't Make Us Bored, Corndan and Brosentia's variety show. We're here essentially just to have fun with players and see what people are playing these days. Enjoy watching. You know, there have been plenty of speedruns, but also high score attempts, showcases, and at times even blind playthroughs. Essentially, you know, we're just here to enjoy whatever you're playing. As long as we're not bored, then we will keep watching. If we do get bored, then you may hear a very familiar sound. The gong is busting on out there, you know. Bam.
I mean, I assume it is anyway. I can't hear it.
I wish I could find an easy way to send it across the mic, but too bad.
Whatever, it's fine.
You just have to imagine, Corndan. Imagine that I have a giant gong and I whack it in your face.
Okay, I will imagine it.
Okay, good. Good. I'm proud of you. Shentok, hello there.
Howdy, howdy.
Let me go ahead and crank your sound up a little bit on my end. Good to have you. How are you doing?
I'm pretty great. How about yourself?
Great. Although this also means that I get to watch anime.
Yes, and waifus.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm deal
getting
with
an
the
echo,
waifus.
but I don't know if it's me.
An echo on his game or on his Discord stream.
Yes, on
Okay.
voice.
Let me see why that's happening, because there shouldn't be any reason for that.
I'll disconnect and reconnect.
Well, you know, everybody watching here, I think they pretty much approve of waifus. Despite my complaints, I can't really do anything about it because, you know, the deal is we're going to watch at least 10 minutes of the game no matter what. And as it turns out, a lot of these waifu games are actually kind of fun to watch. Okay, let me go ahead and adjust some sound. Yeah, I am super excited to have you, Shentok. It's always a blast. I do want to remind everybody here watching as well as we do a little setup that with Don't Make Us Bored, you are welcome to submit. If you would like to play a game for us, type !DMUB in chat over there in Twitch. And you can go ahead and find the sign-up sheet. It's always good to have more people here. Yeah, Shentok, I'm turning up the audio for your game, but I don't hear it right now.
You don't?
Whoa,
I don't
Echo.
either.
Whoa, yeah, your
See,
audio
it's not
is
just me.
messed up. Your audio going through Discord is messed up. That was kind of cool though, kind of psychedelic.
Okay, I figured out what was wrong. I accidentally had the wrong audio source on monitor. There we
Were you
go.
monitoring your own voice?
Apparently I was.
I love it.
OBS moved things around in the last Windows update, I guess. Or at least Windows Update moved OBS around. Okay, is it good now? You getting the rocking
You're
guitar?
fine.
Yeah, it sounds great.
This is like super 90s anime.
It's very 90s anime.
Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Bulk slash, huh? Why is it in bulk? Do you get a discount?
Know.
You get a discount the more slashes you get.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Well, we only used the slash like 8 times? No, 6 times.
Well, yeah, you got to buy at least 5 slashes before you get the bulk price.
I just look, okay, I'm not gonna sign up for the slashes unless I know I'm gonna get the first 6 months free. Okay.
Well,
and
after
I
you've
want a
been
water
slashed
bottle.
after you've been slashed like 8 times, bro, you don't have to worry about the rest.
Yeah, I'm probably dead at that point.
That's my point. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sad.
So this game, where it's like basic shmup story where we're in this super powerful ship, except we can actually take hits, unlike a shmup, and it can transform.
The other one could take hits unless you were in the god ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the whole gimmick of this game is you have these female navigators you can pick up on the field, and I'm going to be doing a category made up where I collect all of them except the secret one, because you have to beat the game 7 times to unlock her.
Ooh.
So I'm not doing that.
So I'm going to call this waifu percent.
Yeah, pretty much. But basically the navigators have like the acronym MISS, which stands for Manageable Intelligent Support System. And I don't know where they came up with that name, but they just wanted to use it to call them MISS. MISS.
Of course. Thank you, Japan. Yeah, it's not 100 waifu percent. It's just waifu percent,
Yeah, the secret waifu is the most powerful one. Basically, she makes your missiles charge much more quickly, and that just makes all the difference.
I do see occasionally that the signal drops. Is that something that unsupported signal? Is that something that
It'll go away once I'm out of the title screen. The title screen runs in a high resolution mode, and my upscaler has to resync the signal when it does that.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much,
Thank
technology.
you, OSSC.
Oh, I'm using a FrameMeister, the old standard.
Thank you, Saturn.
Same issue.
No, blame the Saturn.
But in good news is that the Retro Tink just got announced. The Retro Tink 5X just
5X
got
Pro.
announced. Yeah, just got announced for a release on Saturday, which will never lose signal.
Oh, cool.
I've considered it. Right, it's super expensive, but I've considered it because I have a 4K TV.
Yeah, they said the first batch is gonna be $275, and then $300 after that.
So it's more expensive than an OSSC, less expensive than a FrameMeister.
And it'll be less expensive than the OSSC Pro, which is predicted to be $500 by the creator himself.
Ugh.
Well, I am not going to be spending that money anytime soon. Yeah, just wait until I'm rich, like Shentok, and then I'll think about it.
I'm not rich. I carefully save my money for the important things.
Okay. I mean, it's important for, I figure if it's important for you, then it's worth it.
Exactly.
Well, I think I'm ready for you whenever you are. Just get where you need to go. Give me a countdown.
All right, yeah,
and
I'm ready to go. All right.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, let's go. So each stage is mission-based. You get a rundown of the mission, and then you just go right into it. And most of the missions is just destroying targets. And
finding ladies.
Yeah. Navigators are actually really helpful in this game. They show you objectives on the map that you normally wouldn't see, like by pressing the either X, Y, or Z button.
Okay.
Oops, hit the wrong button.
Oh, she was not happy about that.
Yeah, I'm hitting the wrong buttons here, but that's fine. This game has a lot of buttons. This is also a D-pad game, but they're actually very clever in how it's used. Basically, you have the regular D-pad for moving like up, down, and strafing left and right, and then you use the triggers to turn left or right.
Oh, that's a good way to do it.
That's reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually like a bit weird at first, but once you get used to it, it's really intuitive and clever. And then your C button controls your speed. You can, of course, change out the settings. B button is your main attack, and then A button is your transform. And most of the time we're going to be in the ship just because it's like really fast for moving around and the missiles are really strong. Although, from what my friend told me, with score attacking, your fully charged attack in the walking form is really, really good for doing big chains for points.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, just watching this 3D movement in the Saturn era was not good in general. Yeah, to hear that they actually have a good control scheme, I love it.
Yeah, they were very clever about it. So we got the first boss here, is like the giant walker thing. And this game just like really took advantage of the Saturn's 3D capabilities.
About the only thing that did.
So the normal goal is to try to beat the boss before it does a jump, because that just, takes a while. And for some reason, there's a camera feed watching our plight against the oppressors.
Yeah, you did
If I recall, the story is something like there's an insurrection among this federation of planets that's trying to rid the government that unionizes them all.
Okay.
And, yeah. And I guess we're fighting back to prevent this insurrection from happening with our super ship. And basically there's invaders that are like attacking each planet.
Okay, I mean, that's fair enough. I kind of like your mech. It turns into a plane. That's really... Like, if you have a mech, it has to have a plane form.
Exactly.
Look, not everybody, right, has Macross.
This is pretty close to Macross, though.
Yeah, it is.
The waifus are very important.
Like,
Which is also important to Macross.
seriously, though, like, if you have a mech that's two-legged, like, it's so impractical. At least have 4 legs, okay?
I don't know. Evangelions are pretty good.
They're not real, Corndan. I'm talking about real mechs. There's very little reason to design a mech like a human because they're so much better. Like,
hello, there absolutely is. If the mech just hides the fact that it really is a giant human.
Oh. Okay, I mean,
I know that might be spoilers for Evangelion, but right, that show's like 25 years old. I think it's okay.
I thought it was a spoiler for like next year. I was getting a little bit scared.
Could be that
Are we gonna
too.
have to start looking for the mechs hiding amongst the humans?
Maybe.
Oh.
So now we got the second waifu, who's an idol, and she's just standing outside the stadium where I guess she was supposed to perform before the enemies attacked.
So this definitely is Macross.
Yep. That's exactly what I was going to say when I picked her up.
Her hair is so pink. It's like
It is.
Right, it's
Princess
Macross.
Bubblegum pink. Or Macross, yeah.
So also by having a navigator, it allows you to lock onto bosses, or rather center your camera onto bosses, which is like super handy, especially for like bosses that move around a lot.
Wait, you can't do that if you don't have a navigator?
Yeah, you just have to kind of wing it.
Well, yeah, the waifus are pretty essential then.
Yeah. There's also sub-weapons you can grab. They have limited use. There's like one icon for all of them, and it kind of like just has a timed rotation between them. The one, we only get the flamethrower in the run because it's just really, really good, and it's also the first one on the rotation.
That works. Honestly, flamethrowers are either really good or really bad, so it's good to hear that they're
this
worthwhile.
flamethrower is really good, but we only use it in the second stage and in the last stage.
Is it just not really practical to get elsewhere?
Sort of. It's just that you can only use it when you're in the walking mech form, and most of the time we're not in that form.
That makes sense.
It's just not practical. So now we have an auto-scrolling escort mission, but we can go around and destroy stuff as long as we're not too far away from the ship, because the ship we're escorting will just take damage on its own if we move too far away. So it incentivizes you not to stray far away, but at the same time you still have to destroy things along the way.
Okay.
Yeah. And then of course ships are always going to come by and try to damage it, and this stage can be pretty tough if you're not familiar with the enemy patterns. And be prepared for everything that's coming. Where'd they all go? Doesn't matter. Yeah, the soundtrack of this game is great.
Yeah, this is pretty good music. I'm not sure why you're shooting giant cardboard boxes, though.
They have items in them, of course. Or do you mean the buildings that are cardboard boxes?
I guess they're buildings, yeah.
Same thing.
They too could have items in them.
I mean, they probably have a lot of
up
items. No, I haven't. Corndan, I have not blown up a building. I've blown up a beaver dam, but not a building.
Wow. Those poor beavers, what'd they ever do to deserve that?
I was just career
damn
shadowing.
Beavers.
Were they angry? Was there ska music playing?
I don't know. My uncle pulled out his pistol and kind of dealt with that.
Aww.
Yeah, that was not my favorite career shadowing ever. Let me just say. Like, the dynamite was cool.
Did you at least get to use the dynamite?
I think I pressed the button, yeah. I'm pretty sure he let me push the button to blow it up, yeah.
Okay, before I forget, I gotta grab the princess.
Yeah, grab the princess. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at those bangs.
From what I read on Wikipedia, all the waifus are named after currencies of the world, and so like this one's name is Princess Metical, which is I guess is a currency.
Princess Dollary Doo. Ooh, Princess Looney. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh man, if only there was a Princess Looney. What's funny is for the stage being an auto scroller, and the most consistent stage itself, the boss is the most random of all the bosses in the game. So we go from 100% consistent to 100% random. Yeah, this boss likes to match your speed, so it always stays out of lock-on range. But sometimes it'll actually be kind and just let you kill it. Now we gotta get all the waifus. Gotta attack its weak points.
We got all the waifus but one, because
yeah, we're not gonna be here all night beating the game several times.
It's too much work to get every wife. You know.
Yeah.
I don't need that many waifus in my life.
Yeah.
Waste your life on those waifus, everybody. Don't do it.
Oh man, I never seen him go to the castle. There we go. But. Whichever waifu you beat the game with, you can select them at the start of a new game. So that becomes, like a new game plus kind of thing. And you have to beat the game with each of the waifus, and then the final one will become available in the final stage.
Okay.
So you only get the final waifu for like one stage?
Yeah, but once you beat the game with her, then you can use her as much as you want.
What does she do?
The final waifu lets your missiles recharge much more quickly, which is really, she's like really fast with that, and also sub-weapons have infinite ammo, which is really nice for the final stage. So now we're on a bombing run. We have to go destroy this giant ship, and we have to place bombs in specific places. And the bombs can get blown up if you're not careful.
Okay.
But fortunately, I'm usually pretty good at this.
You know, I'm trying to decide how I feel about Waifu Cam. I'm not sure I need to see her every time she speaks.
I think you
how
do.
else will you know who's talking to you?
Use your
Yeah.
brain.
Use your brain. So now we're getting the
Look-
next one, Naira Savage, which I guess was also the name of a female wrestler in the 90s.
Oh, I like her. She's cool.
She is cool. She's one of my favorites.
So which waifu is your absolute favorite? You only get one waifu. Who is it?
Probably this one.
I'd say so far she is right. Yeah, she's probably the best for me as well. I would go ahead and have her as a waifu.
Exactly. Let's see, come on. I dropped the bomb
Yeah,
by
but-
accident.
Who doesn't want a good Ojo-sama though?
Right? There is one, actually.
The princess.
Wait,
Yeah.
Like, I kind of liked her bangs, but this waifu, she's the best.
I believe the waifu on the 6th stage is actually, like, in the Ojo-sama from Sakura Wars, in terms
Oh,
of, like, voice
wow.
actress.
I
Like,
mean,
a friend of mine was
that's
telling me there's a
music.
lot of famous voice actresses.
I want to listen to this. Well,
Oh, yeah,
not for
that
long. So good, though. It's so good, this music.
Yes, I love this soundtrack so much.
I feel like I'm gonna go watch a 90s idol anime. Since they posted it in chat, you know what this needs is the Sekata Sanshiro song.
It does.
I don't know what that is.
It's a very famous song in Japan.
Well, apparently not famous enough.
So this boss has multiple phases, sort of. Like, you have to destroy parts and you have to destroy them in a specific order. They don't let you do it any other way. There we go. And this boss also moves around a lot, and it's kind of disoriented because there's like no ground to like have your bearings with on where it's moving. Just the nature of space, I guess. There we go.
Okay, apparently people who live under rocks know the song. Maybe I'd know it if I heard it. How about that?
I can leak it to you later.
Just
I
like,
will post it in chat.
it's just like, it probably took me about like 10 times to realize, like, to remember what Cotton Eye Joe sounded like, you know? It's just sometimes it takes some people a little bit more time to remember what songs sound like. It, no big deal, you know?
Where did he come from? You know, where did he go?
Probably like Arkansas or something. I mean, that seems like a state where Cotton Eye Joe would feel really at home.
Now we're doing my favorite stage. It's one of two stages that's indoors, and I wish there was more of them because I really like moving indoors. It just feels so cool.
Wow, this
So in
is
this
intense.
Yeah.
She didn't
In this
like
stage,
it.
we're
though.
collecting these keys here, and there's a few of them we have to get in order to unlock the boss room. There we go. And you get complimented based on your chains that you do, and then get more excited the bigger your chain. Oh no, I missed it.
Oh no!
There we go. Oh no.
Oh, you missed it again.
Yeah. Oh, this is getting dangerous. I'm taking a lot of damage from that.
My gosh. It's okay, we're going to the next E.
Yep.
I
All
guess
right,
that's
here's the-
elevator, right?
Yep. And here we go. This waifu. She's her profession is a thief. Or wait, no, is she the thief? No, the next one's the thief. This
Okay.
one is a soldier.
I'm kind of cool with her. I'll go ahead and say yes. Maybe I just like the more mature waifus who I know could probably like beat me up.
Oh, so that's how it is.
Yeah, I don't want one that I can just like throw one-handed into the ocean, you know? No, I don't want those waifus.
Let's see. So we're gonna hear some buzzing for a while, or beeping for a while, because I am very dangerously low on health.
Okay, nope. Previous one was still my favorite so far.
Okay, I'm gonna wait, get missile. There we go. And get a little bit of health back.
Okay.
I mean, it's not gonna beep at us at least.
Yeah.
Chat.
I can.
Oh, go ahead.
This boss isn't terribly difficult, but I still could die from it. And when you die, you just have to restart the entire stage.
Cyclones! Whoa!
Yeah. Okay. Wait for it to move. Do that attack. Ow. I didn't even know that attack could hit you, actually. I was just too close, I guess. Okay. So yeah, our missiles are just like so at locking on, but when you have the overpowered waifu, you can just use missiles so often that it doesn't matter.
They deal a lot of damage, like a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, they're very good, but when you
Oh, no,
get hit,
spider.
the gauge resets. Yeah, spider boss.
I don't like it. Why is there always a spider? Always a spider boss.
Because it's the most efficient form for a mech.
I mean, yeah, the multiple legs definitely helps. I'm gonna say again, if you're using a mech, it's better to have more legs than two.
This phase also has like an entirely random quick kill that you can do on it, where if it lays mines and you happen to hit them with missiles, it'll deal a ton of damage and just insta-give the second phase. But it's it's completely luck-based.
There we go. Someone in chat is asking if they were the only one to be scared by knights.
Yeah,
Knights is creepy.
Knights from Nights into Dreams, and
Knights
no,
is creepy.
I love that character.
But Knights is creepy. Like the character is fine, still creepy.
Well, it's supposed to be creepy because it's about nightmares.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I've only seen the
game-
Christmas version, though.
The game is real good. Right, so don't don't make it seem like I'm hating on the game. I really like Nights into Dreams. I own it a couple different ways, I think.
I do too. I also own Christmas Nights a couple different ways.
I do not own Christmas Nights at all.
I think the Japanese version of it is super cheap. Like, I think the Japanese version is like under $10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think the US version of Christmas Nights is starting to get up there, though. And the US version just comes in a cardboard sleeve, too. It's not even like anything special.
Okay, good music. Yeah.
Here we go, waifu number 6. This one's a thief. And her name is Colin Steiner.
I don't like the freckles. I don't like them.
You gotta have a freckles waifu, though. This one's the American. This one's
Well, yeah,
speaks
because
English
that's how you know. Because freckles.
Okay.
Yeah, she also swears a lot.
Oh, okay.
Well, right, she's American.
Yeah.
I bet I could outswear you, but actually,
I
I
mean, to
can't
be
say the
fair,
rest of the words.
To be fair, I have heard you swear, and yeah, you might be able to.
Yeah, off stream I definitely can. Off stream and not anywhere near Essentia, and
Oh yeah, so totally not Gundam, Red Gundam from the Gundam series. I don't remember the Gundam's name, but it's totally not him.
jeez, he's got
But yeah.
gas.
Yeah. So this is like
Too much Taco Bell.
It's very similar to ours, and we just have to chase it around and beat it up.
Yeah, the reason it's blue is because of the Mountain Dew. Baja Blast, am I right?
Baja Blast is green.
Not after it goes through your digestion system.
Really, it's blue? No, I'm just- I mean, I've never had Baja Blast because I just don't like Mountain Dew. Although I don't really like soda in general, so.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's Zaku, that's it.
I have some on occasion, but always diet. Because if I'm gonna go ahead and get a very deadly disease of sorts, I want to go ahead and have it strike randomly instead of being because I drink a lot of soda, you know?
Yeah. So if we had all the other waifus unlocked in the title screen and we came here, the final one would be right behind her, and that's her name, Kina. But since we don't have them, we just have to navigate through the stage as quickly as possible. Which I know the way around.
Oh yeah, actually in Utah, they have Diet caffeine-free Mountain Dew, and I'm not kidding you, it is one of the most vile drinks I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Diet Mountain Dew is kind of vile in general.
Yeah, but then caffeine-free, like, I don't know, it...
Okay, wow, I've never seen that boss go so high up. There we go. Okay, refill their fire blaster. Let's slow down a little bit. First boss, you can kind of lead where it goes. This one, you just have to chase it down a hallway and hope it slows down when you need it to, so you can deal damage. There we go. This is actually a really good movement from this boss. This boss usually is not very kind.
Thank you, boss.
Yeah, that was like one of the best patterns you could get. And here we're gonna use the fire blaster again, because it just destroys the boss. Let's see, refill that. Alright, now we're already at the final boss of the game, who happens to be our childhood friend. And she joined the insurrection. And phase 1, we can just kind of lead the boss into the corner, and the boss, like, AI is like always just trying to stay in front of you. Phase 2 is much different. She has like these dragon tentacle things that shoot lasers. She can set the floor on fire. And just a generally mean but fun fight. We're just gonna gun it down. Try our best not to get too close. There we go. Okay, so this boss is being really, really kind. There we go. And then we get a long cutscene. I have no idea what they say because they're all in Japanese.
Same. At least I know what live says. Maybe it's telling us to live.
Maybe.
Live, Shentok, live!
Live. And that's time right there.
Oh,
Nice.
geez.
Yeah, so basically we infiltrated the enemy's main base and we're gonna blow it up. I think. We're either blowing it up or we're just shutting off the factory. I'm not entirely sure. It's all in Japanese, yeah, and German too. Like all the planet names are German, but just they're just names of colors, and they misspell brown. They add an E at the end to make it feminine, according to my German friend.
Well, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, the Kingdom of Brown is a very feminine place.
Planets are often shown to be a little bit feminine because that's just how it is.
Yeah. So yeah, Spatfest or Spatefest, I guess, is the name of the enemy insurgent. So the guy who was running it was forced to commit seppuku for losing the war. I know. We should have taken him to prison.
Dumb.
But he was evil.
Yeah, we should have taken him to prison. Why wouldn't we take him to prison? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. And now we, the main hero, Cress, we're gonna reminisce about some kids bullying.
Yay, story!
There's not much story in this game.
Punch the kid, punch him! I have no
So
idea
yeah, we're
what this
watching
has to do.
some girl getting bullied, and we're reminiscing about our time protecting a girl from being bullied.
So are you actually gonna go help, or are you just gonna watch?
We're just gonna watch. We won the war. Why would we watch?
It's like I fought for the right for kids to bully people.
Exactly.
No, I fought for the right for kids to punch other bullies.
Yeah, and that girl in the flashback, that was the woman we killed at the end of the game.
Well, that's not nice.
Yeah, we reminisced about the childhood friend that we had to kill because she was on the wrong side.
War never changes.
Yeah. So while we won't see it here, mostly because it's a new game file, if you level up the navigators to level 2 or level 3, I think is the maximum, you get an extra ending cutscene with the navigator you finished with, where you've married them or you're in a relationship, and hilarious things happen because of that. Like if you finish the game with the idol, you get swarmed by by her fans who are like, you don't deserve to marry her, and then the idol's just like, that's what you get for marrying an idol.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't marry the idol. Dumb. Like, is she marrying you because she loves you, or because
I don't know. You just marry whoever you finish the game with.
What a game.
Yeah.
Well, Shentok, anything else that you're wanting to show with this game?
I can show you what the secret navigator looks like, but
Sure,
that's about it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a quick look at that, and then we can call it good. Oh my gosh, this was Hudson.
Yeah, Hudson and CA Production made this game, and I don't think Hudson ever made a bad game in the 90s. So yeah, based on your score, you unlock a bonus image, which is also in high resolution, so we get the signal. No, the secret navigator is not a childhood friend. She's like some sort of childhood prodigy.
She doesn't even have underwear. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the higher the
Japan.
rank, the more loot it is. Although, like, I haven't seen them personally, but from what I understand, the level 3s are just them in a bikini. Except for the secret one, because she's underage. She's not in a bikini.
Do you marry her?
Yes, but only when she grows up.
That's still weird.
It is weird.
It's a little weird, yeah.
You wait till she's an adult. I lost the signal completely on my monitor. So one moment. Let's see. There we go.
I'll give you a second.
Yeah. And I went to the wrong menu. So yeah, I can only play as Colin from the start because she's there at the start, or because she want to beat the game with. Okay, there we go. Okay, I can look at the OBS preview at least, but my monitor does not like this. So fortunately, I have a completed save file, which I use for running basically the New Game Plus run, because that's the one I really like doing. Support image of the game. No, that's my capture card being funky.
No, this game has been brought to you by Unsupported Signal. Maybe they developed the game. They just got to flash their logo all over the place, you know?
Right? So yeah, here we have Kina, DiBiase, which I guess might be a currency, I don't know. It could be a currency somewhere.
Maybe it's crypto.
Yeah, crypto. Yeah. So like she's like the only one that does anything different by having the navigator. All the other navigators are purely cosmetic. This is the only one that does anything. DiBiase is a $1 million Darkman wrestling. So see, if our missile gauge just loads up so much more quickly than it did before.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And then oh yeah, you can't land in water. If you go into the water at all, it just automatically changes you into ship. Let's see, I was hoping I could find... Oh, here we go. If I grab... Oh, no, those are just points. But, you know what, instead of that, I'm going to show you, like, they have pun names for real-world merchandise.
Okay.
Like, instead of Asahi, we have Asapi.
Okay, I dig that.
Yeah. And then, see, there's the company's logo. Where is it that I'm looking for? Over this direction, I think. No. And then Adson instead of Hudson. I don't know what Given is.
Given.
Yeah.
I know what the
and
word
then,
means.
instead of Pepsi, we have Bapsi.
Bapsi, everybody. We got Bapsi. Yeah.
I will drink some Bapsi.
I'm making Bapsi.
And then if I could find it, I think it's over in this direction? No. No, it's over this way. Okay, here we go. I haven't done this map casually in a long time, so I can't remember where things are. And then if we go over here, instead of a Sony big TV, we have a Sony.
Zony!
Yeah,
I'm
covered
in
by
the
that.
zone, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's everything I wanted to show in this game.
That's pretty great. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, Shentok, this was a lot of fun to watch. I'm glad that we managed to get all the waifus except for the last one. But
Yeah,
that's
but
okay because it just makes
I can
things a
push
little
her
bit
off.
weird anyway.
I'm not that you'd see in the weird part anyways.
Yeah, that's fine. We can see the weird parts another day. Well,
Yep.
we
need to move on though.
We
Yes.
do, yes. So thank you so much, Shentok. Is there anything that you're streaming these days that people should know about, or anything that's going on over in your realm of the video
Mostly
game?
just been playing this game. I submitted Magic Knight Rare for GDQ. If that gets in, there'll be a lot more of that.
Ooh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. I ran that at RPG Limit Break in 2019.
So not too
And-
long ago, yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be cool if it gets into GDQ.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I don't know
and
when the
if
game
RPG
list
Limit
comes
breaks in-
out.
Yeah, mid-May, I believe.
Okay.
And if RPG Limit Break happens this year, I'll be back on the Sylvan Tale grind, which is a fantastic Game Gear RPG.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, sweet. Yeah, everybody go check out Shentok. All of the names that you see up on the screen, by the way, those are their Twitch channels. You can go ahead and follow and give them some love. Thank you so much, Shentok. We will be moving on. So have a good night and take care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, Corndan, it's been such a good night. I want to thank
yeah.
Donkey Clunk for the subscription, for everybody who's followed, for everybody who's been supporting the stream. It is honestly a huge help. And considering that summer is coming up, I think more streams are going to be happening, or at least generally do when summer hits. So, whew, I just got to get through final grades, Corndan.
Yeah, I mean, so when do your grades have to be in?
I don't know.
Well, you better figure that out.
Well, I was looking, but I think, like, May 10th. Okay, anyways, who cares? Let's talk less about me, more about the next game, because we've got Peachychan with It's Our Revolution for PC. Let's hop on over and talk to Peachy. Hello there.
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm alright. Nervous as usual.
Oh, why are you nervous?
Oh no, it's like I could go on stream like a million times and still be nervous about it. That's just how I am.
I mean, I sort of understand that, yeah, but that's okay because we've got It's Our Revolution.
Yes, let me share screen.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Now, it's always fun. I'm glad that we've had you on before, and I don't think I really know anything about this game.
It's a pretty obscure, like, RPG Maker game. I think it was 2000, it was like early 2000, I'm pretty sure.
Gotcha, yeah. People can't see the game quite yet because I just got to finish capturing and such, but this definitely looks like RPG Maker.
Oh yeah, it's
It's
default
very
everything.
RPG Maker.
Is it a good example of RPG Maker?
I think yes. This is a very fun game. It's just that, you know, they were very focused on the idea that they had and not so much about adding in their own assets. So it's all like the default RPG Maker assets, but that doesn't really matter. It's the execution that's interesting about this game. So
Okay, this music is pretty jammin'. Let me go ahead and transition on over. Wah! There we go. It's our revolution. Yeah, like I said, everybody, totally looks like RPG Maker as soon as it pops up.
Yeah, it's super generic RPG Maker.
Yeah, I'm excited though if the game has some redeemable things about it that make it interesting. That'll be fun. I played around with RPG Maker before. I never made anything that was worthwhile or interesting.
And back in the day, you know, back in early RPG Maker 2000 era, I definitely messed around a lot with it and also didn't make anything worthwhile, but it's a lot of fun.
Well, cool. I'm ready to begin whenever you are. Begin our revolution.
I guess I'll just go ahead and start a new game then.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. There's a little bit of an intro, so would you like to do the honors?
What business have you?
Good day, Your Majesty. I've come from the town. With the poor harvest this year, it seems unlikely we will meet the land tax. Could you possibly reduce it?
Nay, pivotal times are ahead. Higher taxes must be collected.
That's absurd. Everybody will starve if it doesn't change.
I have decreed it. You shall soon know the details. That is all. Be gone.
Please, wait.
Nope. We're getting tossed out.
Yeah,
There it goes.
Joey, you listen. Now what? Maybe I shouldn't have come alone.
yeah, you probably shouldn't have.
I'll gather as many people as I can and try again. The king should listen to them. Or them. Yeah.
Okay, so the objective of this game is to gather people. When you talk to the king, the game ends.
Ooh.
Talk to people in town to build your party, but note that some will not join until some requirement is met. As your allies grow numerous, so too will your line grow long. The most crucial thing to be aware of is the fact that allies will block your path. When your line gets especially long, you must think ahead before moving. If you are stuck and
Ooh.
unable to move, check an ally with a confirmed key. All of the members from that ally back will disperse. Whenever someone leaves the party, they return to their original location. Return to them, and they'll rejoin. Good luck, and gather lots of people.
I've seen
So this is-
advertisements for this.
So this is Snake the RPG.
Yes, this is basically Snake the RPG. This is basically the premise of what if, instead of being able to pass through your party members that follow behind you, you couldn't. That they actually take up physical space.
I love it.
Yeah, so we're just an unnamed youth, and we just really want to lower those taxes. So we can talk to people, but a lot of people won't join us yet because, you know, we're just some random guy. They don't want to
Agreed.
join us.
It's a good point.
So I do want to show off right off the bat. Like they said, the game does end summarily when you talk to the king. So
Okay.
what if we just went back and talked to him without getting anybody?
You can. How unfortunate. Need I tell you twice? My decision will not change. Never again shall you pass the gates. Do not return. Da da da.
Result, you weren't really trying, were you?
Yeah, it's kind of true.
That's true.
I love it.
And then it just kicks you off to the title screen. Okay, we're just gonna skip this really quick. But yeah, so depending on how many people you get, the king's response changes.
Okay.
So usually if you get maybe around 10 people, he'll say, I'll think about it, but don't get your hopes up.
So how many are we gonna go get?
We'll try to get as many people as we can. But there's also a slightly more fun way of ending this game, and what I feel like is the best ending to this game. I don't know if we'll get to it in time,
Okay.
because there's a little bit of a rigmarole to go through before you can get there, but we'll try.
Sweet.
Mostly, I just wanted to show off this is a very silly premise. So
I
yeah,
love it.
We can talk to people, and they start following behind us. And as you can see, I can't move through him.
Yeah.
So we can just start gathering people, and we'll start getting this conga line going behind us.
You missed the kid under the tree.
Oh, which kid? Oops. Uh-oh, and now we're stuck. If we get stuck, we have to talk to somebody behind us, and they'll all disperse all at once. So it can be pretty tricky. You have to actually be pretty careful. It's extremely tempting to run in this game, but if you do, like 9 times out of 10, and you will have to get rid of your party.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Okay, so actually, first of all, before we start gathering anybody, there's a couple of items that we need to grab in order to make sure more people will join us. And so these items are kind of scattered around the area. So first of all, we're going to go upstairs. Just going to go root around the castle. And treasure chest up here. This will allow guild members to join us.
So how do we know which ones are guild members?
That's the problem. I've never figured it out, actually. I'm not sure which exactly are guild members. You can, once you grab people, they have names. Like, here, let me grab this guy. You say middle-aged man A, and you can see that he's in our party, middle-aged man A, and you can even look at his skills and such.
Okay.
But I've never seen anybody like label guild member, so I'm a little confused. But I gather it anyway, just in case. We do actually have a guild of adventurers here, and they're very important. We'll need them later, but at this point in time, we can't gather anybody yet from here because they say they need to be hired. We don't have any money. I mean, we're begging for taxes to be lowered. Of course, we don't have any money.
True.
So there's a different way to gather them.
Okay.
So yes, let me check. I have a whole walkthrough I wrote for this to make sure I don't get lost. Let's see. All right, so we got the guild one, and then we'll need to go. Now we're going to gather about 20-ish people. Because we need to break somebody out of jail.
Uh-oh.
This is very important. We need this person out of jail because she's very important. So we're gonna go into this church and just start picking up random people.
Yeah, that's what church is for.
Oh, please get out. Okay, I feel like half of the problem with this game is that NPC movement is random, and therefore you can just get kind of stuck like this, waiting until the NPC moves. There we go.
Yeah.
So, like, there's a little bit of, like, if you push against an NPC, they will, like, tend to move faster away. But, sometimes you're just stuck there waiting for a while.
I love it.
And as you can see, there's still some people who aren't joining us because some of them are apprentices, so they're like apprentice adventurers.
Yeah.
You need at least 50 people in your party in order to start enlisting them.
Oh,
so.
I love it.
Okay.
But at the same time, having 50 people and going into the church, which is a relatively small area, that can be a bit tricky.
You can see, like, the layout and everything of this is just like, you have to really plan. If you really want to get, like, all the people in this game, and there are 999 characters you can get in this game.
Oh, I love it.
You have to plan carefully. And I have not actually pulled it off myself. I do want to try, but so jail is this way. We're gonna go, and this is going to be the other mechanic of this game. We have this guard, obviously guarding the jail cells.
Wow.
We're going to use force.
Oh.
And so what happens here is now we're having an RPG battle, but we're just going to throw random people at these guards. We're just throwing bodies at them. And how this attack system works is basically you hit shift, and it should be shift. Oh, sorry, wrong button. you hit cancel, and you can cycle through randomly what they might do.
Okay.
But it's at the end of the day, it's random as to what their attack is. So you try to get just like a good combination of what they're gonna do, like attack sort of thing.
Yeah.
So this is pretty good. Everybody's
pretty good.
attacking. So. And the soldiers are pretty low leveled, so, you know, about 20 people is usually good enough for this.
I just love it. Throw all of those people, like, in the party order that you have here.
And don't worry, they're fine. They're not dying, I swear.
Do they stay in your party?
No. Once they're defeated, they will disperse from your line, so you'll have to go back and pick them up.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. That's perfect. Oh,
Yeah,
old lady, you can do it.
We're getting there.
Sister.
Like, that one just showed up just to get beat up. She didn't even get to do anything.
Yeah.
Yep, it happens. It happens sometimes. It only gets worse because we'll have plenty of other things to fight in this game, and it gets worse.
So, is there any way to know if they're gonna be able to deal decent damage?
So obviously the adventurers do a lot better than like random people off the street.
Oh yeah.
There's certain other. We'll see. Oh, there we go. So now we've defeated him. And we can just mosey on over here.
Haha!
I'm actually gonna get rid of everybody behind me now, because I don't need them anymore. And we open this jail cell, and we got Kit. And Kit allows us to open doors. Basically.
Yeah, good.
So now we
job.
can just open all the doors, break into all the houses, and this is extremely important.
Okay.
So, yeah, so we're basically bringing Kit along. We actually do have an inventory. This tells us all the items that we have that allow us to do things. So we got a
lockpick.
lockpick. Yeah, we basically have a lockpick from Kit that allows us to open doors.
So if you send him back, though, does he go back to jail? Do you have to do the fight again?
She does go back if she gets sent back, but we still have the lockpick on us, so we don't necessarily need her in order to open doors. Like once you break her out of jail, you're golden. So.
Okay, gotcha.
I believe I'm trying to figure out which. I believe this house had something we needed. So now we have the servant guide, so we can enlist butlers and maids.
Yay! They can buttle for us.
And let's see, checking the walkthrough.
My gosh, I love this. This premise
now
is
we-
so silly.
It's great. I love it. It's like they had one idea and they just ran through with it, and it's brilliant, honestly.
I didn't know how much I needed to play a snake RPG.
It's great, honestly. It's like you wouldn't think of this until you see it, and you're like, actually, this is pretty fun.
Yeah, like I saw advertisements for it or something, maybe videos on Steam. I don't know if this is on Steam.
I don't believe so, because so this is by someone named Wood Penguin, and as far as I've found, there's only like the one website in Japanese where you can get it off of, and then the translated. Obviously, this is a patched version where it's translated from Japanese, but I haven't seen it anywhere else, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, so we got the craftsman guide, so anybody who's like a blacksmith or anything, they can join us now.
Okay.
Let's see. We got the servant guide, and now we actually go outside. So there's actually a whole world map with like a whole bunch of places to explore.
No.
So we're gonna go to this tiny little rural town. It's nice and quaint. We need to go check out the mayor's house. So we're gonna go on over here.
Break into the mayor's house.
And on the second floor, there's something we need. Here we go. This is the merchant guide. Now merchants will join us.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this is basically like the first bit of the game. It's just running around getting all these items that will allow us to get more people.
That's fair enough.
Let's see, and then. Okay, we're done with this place. This place is dead to us for a while.
Are you able to talk to people, or do you only collect them?
If they're collectible, you just collect them right away, and if they won't join you, then they say they won't join.
Oh,
And
okay.
honestly, I think it's better that way because I feel like having to run through their dialogue before collecting them would like significantly slow down the pace of this game.
Yeah, I think I could approve of like having a separate button that gets dialogue from them, and a collectible button so that all you do is you collect them.
Yeah, honestly that would work too.
Just an idea for future developers out there.
Okay, so in the upper right of this town, let's see, main town. Yeah, okay, actually, let me go to the item shop first. In the item shop, we have people in the way.
Of course, always in the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're good. We're fine.
Oh,
So
you
now
can get
chefs can
chefs.
join our. Let's see, and then to the upper right of this area. Actually, I think I have to go this way. Excuse me, tiny children. Oh no, dog. Okay.
Can you collect the dog?
Yes, you can eventually collect all the animals too.
Yeah, yes. Well, it's our revolution. It's not just, you know,
It's not just my revolution.
it's not
our
just
revolution.
yeah, the dogs, the humans, the dog humans, all of them, you know, very important.
Okay. So we have the scholar guide. So any like important-looking guys with like hats will join us. And then, okay, so we're good here too. This is the
Yeah.
port town, and then we're gonna go all the way up here. This is the merchant town. So in the merchant town, we also have a mayor house. Oops. Oops.
That we're totally gonna go raid because
Yes. Let's see, I think it's upstairs. Okay, upstairs here, I believe. Is this the right?
can you walk in the fireplace? It looks like you could walk in the fireplace.
I wish, but it won't let me.
Ah.
Upstairs in the mayor's courtroom.
I love that DeWolf is saying, is it bad that I recognize this from other free RPG makers? This
I
song
mean, again,
specifically.
This is all just, you know, standard, like, comes straight out of the box RPG Maker stuff. Oh, by the way, this is a mimic. It can also join us.
Yes! Oh my gosh. That mimic can probably eat people. I love it.
It's great. I just look at him go.
I mean, he's probably gonna eat people, yeah.
This is great.
Alright. I actually forgot one extremely important thing back in the port town. It's a very important item because it makes our lives a little bit easier. I believe it's in. What did it say? Second mayor. Okay. So, also this mayor's house. We're just raiding all the mayor's houses, basically.
You know, they kind of deserve it. I mean, it doesn't really look like they care about their town anyway.
Okay, so the pink slip allows us, instead of usually, if we talk to the person behind us, it would disperse the entire line. But the pink slip allows us to just get rid of the one person behind us. And that way we can get out of tougher jams.
Oh yeah, without losing everybody. That is extremely helpful, I imagine.
Yeah, so the pink slip is very helpful. I believe pink slip is in reference to getting fired.
Yeah,
it
So
is.
you're basically just firing them.
Well, good, good. You know what? Everybody will probably get fired every now and then in life, you know.
Okay, so
And there's no shame.
We've gotten everything we can so far. So chef, merchant, craftsman, servant, scholar, pink slip, and the sickle, which allows us to cut down grass. Oops. So now we go into the dungeon phase of this game.
A dungeon? Ooh.
Okay, so we're gonna head back to all right, this is where we have to actually start congaing pretty well. So let me decide. I think we're gonna start here. Oops. Oh, and gotta resist the urge to run.
Oh, those nerds not joining the party. Yeah, get all the drunks.
Let me grab all these bunny girls.
Are bunny girls good?
Oh, relatively. They'll join us, so, that's good enough.
Yeah, sometimes all you need is, warm bodies when you're having a revolution.
Alright. So they will join us because we have the servant guide.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want 100 people. That's how many people we want right now.
Okay.
So this is going to be, we're going to be very careful.
Yeah, middle-aged man.
I love all these names, by the way. They're so good. Like middle-aged man, average woman, Q.
Q confirmed.
Merchant
Oh,
F.
jeez, yeah. If it's Q from Star Trek, then I'm not sure you want him in your party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd cause a lot of chaos.
I mean,
we're already going to cause a lot of chaos.
at the end of the day,
It's
he'd
true.
help you because he's a pushover. He's a huge pushover, okay?
Okay, we're gonna grab everybody in here. Or as many people as we can, at least. So I think these are noble people? I don't know the requirement other than just more people.
Girl U. That's like Girl University. Yeah, I went to Girl U.
Oops, they're blocking my way to the stairs.
There we go. Yeah.
And we're gonna... Here's the real test of your snake powers.
I don't want snake powers.
Are you sure?
Not too bad. We got snake powers.
Yeah, I'm very sure I don't want snake powers.
Alright. We made it safely. Okay.
Yes!
I'm gonna grab a couple more people around town, and then we're gonna head to the next destination. No, she won't join us yet.
What a jerk.
Is this the last game of today's show? Yes.
Confirmed, it is, yes.
Actually, how much time do I have right now?
Like 20 minutes. And if you go over, you go over.
Okay. Alright, so now we're just gonna grab everybody we can in the merchant area. I also really appreciate the attention to detail because if you go into a building and then come back out, you'll see them trailing in and back out behind you if your line is long enough. And that's really what I'm curious about, how they managed to do that.
That's pretty cool.
You got them to join your party, but you didn't take the stuff that was in their chests?
They don't have anything in them, and I feel cheated.
I feel a little cheated too.
Do you have to have 2 exits in order to go in and out?
Yeah, it has to be bigger than, or everybody has to be able to fit in itself.
Okay, gotcha.
So I feel like the strat for trying to get all 999 would start with you just collecting everybody within houses first, and then you would concentrate on everything else.
Yeah, start with the smallest buildings, and then work your way up from there.
Okay. Oh, I missed him. Can't get back. It's okay. We're already at 66 people, so we're pretty good.
We're doing good. Doing good.
Okay, I think we're gonna leave now. And I'm going to save because I don't want to mess this up. Oops, that's the wrong location. now we're gonna go. So basically, the end goal of us collecting about 100 people is that we want to be able to enlist the adventurers because they're very strong and they'll be of help to us in the dungeons. But in order to recruit them without paying, which I think there is no way to get money in this game, we will need to hire or recruit the guildmaster, and the guildmaster will only listen to us once we have about
100 people.
100 people.
Well, I imagine, you got a whole guild to run. You're not just going to go... Well, actually, I think a lot of adventure guilds would probably be like, yes, we help the common man, but not my guild. My guild, we help the revolutionary man. We help the masses.
You'd hope. I just feel like more like they're very distressed by like 100 people busting into their guild.
Mm-hmm.
I might have just screwed myself over. I really hope not.
I think you'll be fine.
I think you're going to be fine.
Okay.
You have a lot of people, but not that many people.
Just trying to take up as little space as possible.
Yeah, your line is finished there.
Okay. We're getting there. Can I go up these... Oh, was going up these stairs a mistake? I'm actually considering this might be a mistake.
Maybe.
I bet there's 100 tiles here that...
Oh no. Actually, this might have been a mistake.
Yeah,
Hang on.
we'll find out. You saved. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all right. That's what the save was for. Yep. Oh no. We're stuck. Okay, I'm going to load. Yeah, so that's the very difficult part of this game. Is
I love
just
it.
making sure you don't get stuck in a corner.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Okay, let's try that again. Oops, I went to the port town instead. Actually, I'm gonna go to I'll head to the church. That'll probably make things a little bit easier.
Yeah, I think the church first. For sure.
Okay. When I try to talk to them while going by, and then they move.
They're just so impatient, okay? They're like, look, church is boring, and we gotta move in order to keep ourselves awake.
I mean, fair. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna go up the stairs. We're just going to get everybody down here.
Yeah, if you're going for 100 people, then you don't really need to go get those nuns. Okay, that would just be nonsense. There is a play called Nonsense, and it's amazing.
That
Highly
does actually sound
recommended.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. I think just a little bit more. Okay. Come on, we're so close. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Might as well pick a couple more people. All right. So just gonna go
I mean, they're on the way.
up this way. Oh, there's our mimic friend.
It's been a little while since we've seen him. Yeah.
All right, so the guild master is actually up this way. Just gonna single file into his office.
Good. Very
And then grab him.
polite. Yeah.
Now I can enlist adventurers. If I attempt to get everybody here, I might not fit, but let's attempt it.
I mean,
Might
you
as well
saved.
because I love this. Just look at this mess.
It's beautiful. Yeah, I think you're probably almost good. So close.
Oh.
You got it! You got it! Oh my gosh!
Okay, now what we're gonna do is because it looks like this is only one tile wide, but there's actually, you can
There's
fit
two.
behind that. Yeah. So we're gonna grab all these people as well.
Uh-huh.
So you can tell that they're important adventurers because they all have actual names.
What?
Like Terrence and Noah and Hilda.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, won't be able to grab that last person, that's fine.
Yeah, they're probably dumb anyway.
Terrence is a particular favorite of mine.
I mean, with a name like Terrence, you know they're destined for great things.
What about Dallas?
Absolutely.
That was a good adventure name.
Or Brenda.
Brenda the Adventurer. I have an aunt named Brenda.
Okay, so now that we have 143 people, it's quite a bit already.
Oh, yeah.
Now we can tackle the dungeons. So I believe our first dungeon will be the Earth Dungeon. So that'll be up in this corner.
There are multiple
thing-
dungeons? Oh, baby.
There are multiple dungeons. It's surprising how much content there actually is in this game. Like, they could have just ended it with being a little silly, like, snake parody game, but there's actually dungeons to go through and, like, multiple endings.
Wait, people are laughing at the party screen. Let me see it again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Please.
yeah,
Look at
okay.
this. So if we take a look, we can just scroll through everybody in our party. Everybody in our party.
This is slightly abusing some of the mechanics in RPG Maker.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible, honestly.
Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so the thing about dungeons is that there are monsters, and if we bump into them, they will knock people out of our party.
Uh-oh.
So we want to be careful. We need to go this way. Slimes don't seem to do anything, though.
Good.
Oh no. Please get out of the way. Please. Please. Oh,
It'll
no.
move, it'll move. There we go, there we go.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Can you fight the enemies, or?
We will be fighting one particular enemy. So the point of the dungeons is that at the in the center of the dungeon, there's always a boss.
Okay.
And you need those bosses for their particular abilities. Ouch. So the boss of this area is a cow.
So are we challenging the cow to battle for meat, for their meat properties?
Oh, it's not just any cow. This is a demon cow.
Oh, it's perfect.
Alright, so as you can see, our named adventurers have a lot stronger ability.
Oh yeah, look, we've got.
But they're still going to be dropping like flies because that's just how this game works.
Sure.
But we did some pretty hefty damage straight off the bat.
Oh yeah. Sandra.
I love these names.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, poor Ernest got a pretty nasty hit, little bum.
It's always really funny when people show up and then immediately get knocked out of the party.
Come on, Dallas, you can do it.
Also, for some reason, Irene does nothing. She has no attack? I am still not sure why.
Irene, you're useless. Bye, Eric.
Except she can also cast Meteor.
Wait, she can't?
Oh, Terrence!
Oh, there she goes.
Oh, there she is. Oh, I've never seen her do that before.
How did you know she cast Meteor, Corndan?
Because I saw it pop up.
Oh.
There we go. Now that we've defeated Cow, Cow has joined our party. And what
Yes.
Cow allows us to do is, Cow will allow us to destroy rocks and iron.
Yeah.
So we can get rid of more obstacles in our way. And also, all of the monsters in the dungeon will now join us.
Because you have their boss.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I want to remind everybody, this is to convince the king to, to lower taxes. And, oh no, hang on. I got very stuck.
Uh-oh.
But it's okay. Oh well, it's okay. What we really need is just the adventures, so I can go back and grab them really quick. But, yeah, this is all to convince the king to lower the taxes, so at some point you'll just be rolling up to the castle with a ton of monsters behind you, demanding that taxes not be raised. Can we go this way? We cannot go that way.
You know, you have to... You really...
I'm actually very lost. I don't know why... I can't go anywhere. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. It's all because of taxes, everybody. This is what happens.
Now, that is not to say in real life that taxes are not important.
All taxes. Abolish them all.
Oh god. Okay, let's go grab the adventures again really quick, and we'll go to the ice dungeon instead.
Yeah.
Let me roll into town with all of these goblins like we're coming for the adventures.
Yep. Hey, at least nobody in town will mess with us.
I mean, that's fair enough.
Oh, actually, our party's pretty small now. I'm so used to having so many people behind me.
Yeah, you're pretty fine party-wise at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, he'll still join you even though you don't have 100 people.
Yeah, once him once, then you don't have to worry again, which I really appreciate. There's a lot of small, like, quality of life things in this game that I extremely appreciate.
Oh my
like
gosh,
that,
yeah.
And I didn't have a chance to show it before, but you can always retry dungeons from when you entered, so that also means with the same amount of people you entered with.
Ooh, okay.
So
That's convenient.
If you horribly mess up a dungeon, you can just hit retry and you can go back.
That's right,
So-
everybody. This is better than Majora's Mask. Yeah. Because you go back, you lose all progress. You lose it all. Except
Now, as
the
a fan of
masks.
Majora's Mask, I have to say that is not entirely true.
All of it. You lose it all.
Okay, that should be good enough. Let's continue to... We also have cow, so okay. I don't
Yeah,
like this
cow.
dungeon. I will say I do not like this dungeon because these little ice wisps are terrible.
Well, they're hard to see. And they're kind of
hard to
fast.
see, and they take off, I think, like 2 people. Oh, no, it's 1, okay. They're still a little bit tricky to dodge.
Stupid globs of ice.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
but that's
okay.
why-
You have a
that's why
useless
you bring
child
in-
following you. Yeah.
And officials.
Yeah,
And if the officials get iced, there's no real loss.
If they get ice. There, see? Yeah. Is it random who leaves your party?
it's the... Oh, no. It's the person at the end of the line, basically.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay, here we go. Oh ho, it's not often that a human comes along. Help me out.
Yeah.
Then I shall taste your might.
Oh, of course. Hey, Frau, that just means woman.
Does it?
In German, right?
I actually don't know.
I think so. I don't know, I don't speak German.
Okay, come on, give me something good here.
Confirmed. Google translates it as Mrs.
Okay, come on, Terrence. Come on. Not big guard, please. Okay, thank you.
Bam.
Is she? No, she's not.
Oh no, paralyzing Ophelia! Oh, that probably better than what normally happens to Ophelia. So, well, okay, Ophelia's dead.
Honestly.
Never mind.
And we got her.
Yes! Good job, Natalie.
So now we fill up the inventory with walking Gyarados and ice sprites.
Yep. Let's
Yay.
just grab all these fishmen. Or Sahagins, as they're
Sahagin?
translated?
Yep. They're sort
not-
of an HP Lovecraft thing, I believe. They're fish
Like
people.
half fish, half man. They're
Yeah.
fishmen.
Ah, interesting. I did
They're
not know.
they're the fishmen from Castlevania.
Ah, right. Okay, now that we've defeated the ice dungeon, how are we on time?
We are pretty close to the end, like half a minute.
Okay, then it's probably best to... I'm trying to think of... I guess we'll do the last thing here, which is go into the rural village, because I want to show off a dragon. And then I'll detail
Is
how
this
the rest of this will go.
Is this your favorite ending, the dragon?
Oh no, I just want to show off a dragon.
Oh, okay.
Yay, dragon!
Okay, so what we do in this tiny little rural village is like we go behind here in the thickets. Oops, get rid of this rock.
Do you have to have the cow in order to do that?
Yes. You
Okay.
cannot block off rocks otherwise.
Ah.
So basically how the rest of this game goes is like you collect more people. Frau lets you destroy pillars and street lamps. So as you collect more spirits, there's more property destruction you can cause.
Yes!
Until eventually you can basically level the entirety of all towns and areas in order to make up enough room to conga.
Oh, it's dragon!
Here's
Rah!
Mini Dragon.
That doesn't look at all like the sprite.
It's cute though. Honestly, I kind of enjoy seeing like the stock like RPG Maker like sprites because they're actually really nice.
I
That's
do
not that
like
bad,
it.
yeah.
Like honestly, how many like just being able to have assets to finish an idea that you don't have to go and find stuff. It's really great that they exist, even if we
Yeah,
kind of make
absolutely.
fun of them. Whatever.
Oh yeah, it's just like having a tool to just kind of execute an idea you have without having to know how to program is,
Yeah.
I think, very valuable.
Oh, you can destroy trees now. Yeah.
Yep. Set fire to trees.
Well. Or punch them. That's fine
I
too.
just want the sound effect. We can also grab these alive ball guys now.
Also strange that there's like no music out here.
Yeah, it always strikes me as odd, that particular... It's kind of creepy, almost. Okay, so I guess we're basically out of time. But I think I'm gonna do...
We could, yeah, if you want to do one
There's-
more
I
thing,
have a-
or
I have a save file. At, like, the end game of all of this.
Okay.
if you would like to see the end game of this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
Let me go to the title screen. Actually, I might have to shut down really quick in order to recopy it in. Just a
that's
second.
fine. We're chilling here. Honestly, I'm not in a super rush right now, so you're fine. You're fine.
Copy that in, replace. And then reshare. All right, and I should load. Good. Okay. So we're in the Dark Lord's castle.
Aha! I knew there was a
Okay.
Dark Lord.
Yeah, at the end of the, you may have seen in the upper left of the world map was a dark castle, so that's where we are right now. Basically, the entire reason the king was raising taxes in the first place was to wage war with the Dark Lord. So what if we just beat him?
The hero Ralph.
Yes. So before, when we entered the castle, we had to first pass through the hero party that was stationed right outside the castle, and you just recruit them as well. So the 4 people right behind us are the heroes.
Okay.
This ends here, Dark Lord. Prepare yourself.
Yes.
So as you can see, they seem very strong, yes?
They seem pretty strong to me.
Yeah.
But the Dark Lord is stronger.
Oh no. Ooh.
This is the Dark Lord's power? He's too strong.
What a jerk.
You call yourself a hero? Pathetic. Now the world is mine.
Oh
So
no.
we solve all of this by just throwing wave of official D at them.
Yes. This is basically how we solve this problem. We just throw bodies at him.
Hey, I approve. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Bring as many weaklings as you wish. The result is the same. None can harness my power.
Ah!
So honestly, the heroes party did a pretty good job already.
Yeah.
So we're already gonna get there.
Oh, you've got Meteo. Yeah.
Oh wow. No, I mean
Oh.
No.
Never mind.
yeah, it kind of hurts because he just takes out two like people's party's worth of people every like attack.
Yeah.
It's kind of rude. That's
Yeah,
why you
what a
at least
jerk.
you need at least like all of the adventurers and like a sizable chunk of people.
Girlie, no.
I mean, at least he lets you get in like one row of attacks before killing them all.
Yeah, that's good. He's
If I remember the last time I tried this is pretty down to the wire, but we should be fine. Also, Chest B is attacking.
maybe.
And fine.
That's okay. We didn't need the chest anyway. Oh, the sailors.
So what happens when your TP gets to 100%?
Come now, how many people did you bring?
A few.
I actually don't know. I'm not sure how TP factors into this fight, because the actual battle system isn't really explained anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm assuming at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
You're probably right. Yeah. Oh, you got bats. Look at that sprite. It's so good.
It is so good.
It's like they just found some stock footage of these bats.
Oh, we're getting really close. I forgot the elves do nothing.
Oh no! Well, goodbye, elves.
Oh, and there goes Sylph. Okay, we're really down to the wire now.
That's okay, we got a scorpion.
Come on, Ifrit. Ifrit, you're the one who does the most damage.
Nice. Oh, you might... Nope.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Now we gotta reload and try it again. I want to see this ending.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, let's reload then.
Okay.
Let's try this again. Cause last time I was able to get it with this many people.
I mean, it looked really close.
Bam! Yeah, that already did more damage than the heroes party did last time.
Okay, let me try to make sure I roll really good hits here. I guess that's the one thing that kind of hurts. It's just that it's very random.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if we can get. Oh, that's good. There we go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Marie, I like you. Oh.
Well,
Poor
you did.
Terrence. Okay, come on, Irene. No.
Keep
Can I
rolling.
just?
She might.
Yeah. Let me see if. No. No.
Maybe today she doesn't want to.
Maybe TP is related into her being able to use Meteo. I'm unsure.
Maybe. I don't know what TP is though.
technical points?
Maybe?
I'm going to assume. Come on, we can get better.
Okay, armor pierce. That was reasonable. I think you're gonna be good this time, yeah.
I hope so. Come on, Sailor.
Come on!
That's good. Okay, come on. I want wind. Yeah, that's good. Don't want any wait and watches.
Oh, these
I don't want any
nerds, they're
game
so
and watches either.
lazy.
They just know what's
There we
coming.
go.
Like that.
I mean, we are basically just chucking them at a Dark Lord. Fully, with the full intent that they're going to die.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I mean, die/go home.
Yeah, I guess. We're so close.
So close. Is
But
it-
I think we're gonna get them this time.
I think so. Yeah, we are gonna do it.
I think here it is. Try this. Well, that missed.
That's okay. We got the bats. The most useful. Yeah, defense down for the Dork Lord here, and elf time.
They do that thing.
I love it.
Okay. All right. We're gonna roll everything on Ifrit.
Okay, come on.
What I need is him to Meikyaku and Flame 2 if I can get it.
Yeah, look at that. Bam.
We did it!
He's dead.
We did it!
He killed the Dark Lord. I'm saying time.
No! How could I be felled? I see now. Even with the ultimate power, a ruler is nothing without the support of the masses.
Uh-huh. Oh, he's
And
in
you
your
know what?
party now. Yay.
Yep. Since he's at our party, let's just go ahead and talk to the king. This is the best ending.
Okay,
in my opinion.
let's do it.
Okay. We just have to navigate out of this castle.
Only took us 104 people to win. No big deal.
Yeah,
Eh,
no biggie. We didn't even have to grab 200 people. Like,
not too shabby, not too shabby.
oh, and we'll just grab the heroes party again. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, they
Hero
deserve
route.
to join us for the end, right?
Yeah, sure. They did a good like half of the demons, the Dark Lord's HP.
Yeah.
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 All right, knock knock.
Hello? You again?
Your Majesty, will you not reconsider?
Reconsider, you say? Well, if the Dark Lord is right there, what reason have I to raise taxes?
So you accept our request?
Yes, of course.
Hooray!
And that's it.
Oh, yay! Heck yeah, no taxes, everybody, because the Dark Lord was there. That is so
there's
anticlimactic. I love it.
I know, it's great. There's actually more secrets in this game. There's a secret area in this game where you can do something akin to a boss rush. So I strongly urge people to go find this game and try it out for themselves because it's a cute little game. It's a fun game. They had a single premise and they ran with it. It was like, it's great.
It's our revolution. Yeah, I believe if you Google it, you can probably find it relatively easily.
If you Google it, you will find it very easily.
Yeah, good. Good to know. Yeah, I might have to give this a shot because it's the right amount of dorky for me.
Absolutely. And I still, at some point, want to try to get all 999 people.
That's so many people.
It's a lot of...
I don't want that many people in my life. I just need a few, you know?
yeah, I mean, honestly, same. As an introvert, same.
Yeah. I'm not exactly an introvert, but still, that's too many people. I don't need that many. Well, Peachychan, thank you so much. I'm really glad that you have played a few games for Don't Make Us Bored at this point. I really hope that you find some more to share because it's always been a blast so far. I've loved it.
Oh yeah, thank you so much for having me on. And yeah, I hope I can find more cute little gems like this to show off. So.
Yeah. So we need to go find somebody to raid real quick. Let me see. You know what? I see Spider-Man on the Amiga. I click on Spider-Man on the Amiga. That's just how I work.
As you should.
Yeah, Chubo currently streaming, and we just need a good raid message. If anybody has any, can you recall any, Corndan? I can't.
No, I can't.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hop off. So
Okay, thank you so much. Bye. Oh,
Yeah, Cal
Babsy.
joined your party.
Babsy.
Or Babsy.
Let's go spam Babsy, because that is my favorite new cola of the year. All right, let's raid. See you, Corndan.
Bye.
Bye.